So, in the last session, to get things started with an airplane coming by. In last session, or of course across the last sessions, the party has adventured through Citrine, seen the coronation of Dolam, now Garnet, at the end of their quest with Mayor Eimer. And after the coronation, George decided to go off on his own little adventure to see his dear old dad, who was apparently in Citrine by the Temple of the Progenitor God. He went over there and got kidnapped because he split the party. And was the only one to defend himself. Nothing bad ever happens when you split the party.
Nothing.
Waking up in an underground chamber, he was accompanied by the two individuals who had kidnapped him. Some time passed by, and while that was going on, the other side of the party decided, first to go help out a human woman, an older human woman, she's a bit crotchety, named Ella, get back to her home in the Copper District, and then go on a little bit of a caving trek in the newly discovered subterranean tunnels under the Sterling Steps in the Silver District. Coincidentally, they ended up crossing paths with George and his father, and George, your father, had come to collect you. He had put out a bounty for you because he did not trust that you would not just run away again. And apparently, he's working towards bringing your mother back from death. You refused his call back to Jasper for your own reasons and left him behind, running into the distance, leaving him in the dust. While you're running, of course, the other half of the party, which he left behind in the subterranean tunnels, were facing the Incinerator, a child kidnapping, adult murdering, questionably child enslaving individual.
I don't know if that's questionable.
Very questionable. Individual underground. Narrowly escaping at the very edge of a fireball, causing a 20-foot radius cave-in, separating the party one more time.
What? Nothing bad ever happens when you split the party.
What has become of the other half of the party? None of you know. Actually, no. George, you know that Pank is okay, and that the other half of the party in the tunnels may or may not be okay. You've just recently sent to Pank, and he's told you about the fireball, and the explosions, and all sorts of fun stuff that he could fit into 25 words. And Morgan is now video game bleeding. And that's where we bring it back in at this session, where George, you're about to do another sending.
Yes. I suppose I shall cast sending now.
To who?
To Liam. I'll send to
Liam
Liam first.
All right. So, Jason, I'm going to ask that you leave the music channel, and Morgan joins, make sure she's in the music channel.
Is there sending music?
There's a reason for this.
Wait, what? Should I leave the music?
Sure, go ahead. Leave this all to Morgan.
Okay,
I just know it would mess up with Jason, what he's doing, so.
That'll make sense eventually. I'm sure you'll find out.
Lost. Okay.
All right, Jason, go ahead and send. Or, sorry, George. Or Airjor.
Hello, Liam.
This sending
this
is from
George.
Kate. I lost contact
okay.
in the quake.
Pank is
The
okay.
ego wishes
Are
and
you
Maya are
okay?
dealt with.
Please
We've
respond
annexed Jasper and
at your
have full
convenience, but preferably when you hear me.
All right. You got that, Liam?
Yeah.
How do you respond? You got 25 words.
Yeah, he's processing a little right now.
All right, so George, there is a palpable pause. 1 minute later.
I'm trying to think, and the more I try, the less I think. Um,
You have to
I am
answer
also
a
thinking.
3-word question.
It's more than a 3-word question, Jason.
It's at maximum 25 words.
Indeed.
Yeah, but the question I asked was 3 of those 25. It was shorter than my introduction, which is 5 words.
I think based on what he caught of that, he's just gonna say, "I'm okay," and that's it because he's not really sure.
I'm so curious what happened to this
I promise
ending.
it'll make sense eventually.
So,
20
George,
minutes
what
later,
you
you hear a
hear
response.
is how curious. Who might you be, George? I'm okay. And it's
What?
all in Liam's voice.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry, wrong
Oh,
number.
no. I needed that spell slot to work. Ah, shit.
not to pull
It
a
is all in
Maui,
Liam's
but I know what's
voice.
happening here, and it's hilarious.
It was all in Liam's voice, but it's clearly not. Well, can I make it? Do I need to make an insight check to see? No, it
Make
outright
it
was like.
intelligence.
Okay. That's not the right page. That is a 14.
14. The majority of that message was in an inquisitive tone, and the I'm okay was in a more nervous tone. But it's all still Liam's voice.
It's his brother.
I hope not.
You just dialed the wrong lead.
I dialed the wrong Siva.
That could be really bad considering the Siva family does not like the Eagerwish family very much.
No, it would be really bad. Okay. Well, I do not have the energy to be recasting sending, so I'm going to go. Where am I right now?
You are on the surface running towards, or at least I think you said you stopped. You were running towards Station 13, if I recall. I'm going to double check the map there. Citrine, here we go. Yeah, 13. So you came
All right.
out around about here, if I recall, and then started running in this direction for
Okay.
probably about a minute. So actually, you're only about here.
But
Okay.
with
I'd like
Longstrider.
to. Yeah, with Longstrider. I'd like to
Maybe a
continue
little
going into this. There's a place I can like change my clothes and maybe my hair, right? In station, like a bathroom or something in Station 13.
Well, there is Brigson's pool where you took a bath with Pink and Gregor.
I could head over there. Yeah, I'll head over there.
All right. And of course, there's
I'll
probably inns and
put
taverns
my
to find, but yeah.
I'll put my connector on Brixton's pool.
All right. You head back to
And head
Brigson's
that
pool.
direction.
So, back in the underground tunnels, Liam carrying Fisk, you've
I'm
just been
unconscious.
pushed a little bit forwards by this individual, this shorter individual, who is wrapped all in dark cloth, who has just pushed you out of the extent of the fireball. Any fire damage going past you was just hot air rather than something that would set you ablaze.
been really ironic if both my characters went down to a fireball in the same 2 sessions.
Well, this wasn't a
and then
fireball.
this
Yeah, it's
individual
kind of.
here,
It was
who seems
a
to be
literal
a
fireball.
woman, said, "Do you need? Do you folks need any healing, Dean?" And at the call of Dean, this individual here came around the corner, is coming towards you. You folks all right?
Last I remember, I was passed out.
Give me a second.
I
Let me
believe
check my
You might
HP
have
real
been.
quick.
No, hit point wise, I'm up, but I'm passed out from adrenaline going up and down
Mm-hmm.
because I kept going up and down.
I am just carrying you in
Lavender.
his arms like the neutral good paladin that he is. I mean, Liam's not going to ask for healing because he doesn't really care about himself. So
Oh, there
he'd
it is.
rather if healing happens on somebody, it's not him because other people would probably need it more.
So, Fisk, you get a first level cure wounds as this individual reaches up pretty far onto Liam's shoulder. And cure wounds is how much healing?
Ooh, airplane.
Airplane indeed.
I think it's actually I have it right here. It's 1d8
1d8. Yeah.
plus whatever modifier.
Not one. Let's go.
Woo! Minimum
You
health.
get 1 healing point plus what is their modifier here?
I forget Liam's tall.
Plus 2. So you get a whole 3
hit
points of
point.
healing.
I'm up to 8. Let's go. I could maybe do 1 blood curse.
How about you just not? Don't kill Fisk before I even have chance to play with
Simone's
them
waiting
as
for you, Fisk.
Simone.
I'm aware. But I could still do 1 blood curse.
Wait, is her backstory not dramatic enough?
So, who are you folks? And, by chance, did you happen to see a elvish individual and his, I think it was his father, running through these tunnels?
No.
No? Well, you're not quite who I was expecting to see. But, well, it's good to see some folks alive. You folks aren't friends, are you?
Friends with who?
Roll me a persuasion check.
I legitimately don't know who they're talking about because
What do you mean? I'm friends with everyone.
I can't tell if they're asking if I'm friends with Fisk or friends with the elvish individual that I just lied about. I don't know if they
I'm
realize I
currently
lied
an
about.
elvish individual.
That's 12.
12?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you don't know then. Fair enough. Friends would likely include whoever you were just fighting. Actually, Liam, roll me a history check. Because you might know.
I'm surprised you didn't make me roll deception when I said no. I shouldn't mention because last time I mentioned I'm surprised you didn't make me roll something I rolled and got a nat 1. What am I rolling? Persuasion? He's okay at that. It's gonna be a 10.
History.
History. Yeah, I can hear. That's 5. 7. I
Okay.
can't math. Okay, it's 7. Final answer.
Okay.
Incorrect. The correct answer was 10.
Yeah, so
Look,
you
my
don't
brain's quirky.
you don't really recognize what they're talking about here. You just think they're talking about friends. Because that's the logical conclusion. Well, looks like nobody's really going back that way. Let's walk and talk.
Just drag my
Okay.
unconscious body, please.
He's just full, like, got you in a princess carry.
You're gonna get punched in the face after this.
Yes, I'm sorry for, saving you from the massive fireball. He would take it like a man, though. Or like
and
a
then
woman.
I guess
Face or the
you both-
fireball?
I guess do you follow them? The two
Yeah, I
individuals.
don't think there's
have a
any
choice.
other options here.
All
I'm
right.
trying to
I
get
mean,
a
you are in a
short
dead
rest in.
end, but
Yeah.
so I guess seemingly as you don't seem to know, odd that you'd be down here. What business do you have down here? It's not exactly a common place to be.
We were exploring the tunnels for money.
Deception check.
I'm pretty
What a
sure that's what we were doing. The only reason I'm uncertain about it is because my brain doesn't work. Also, Liam's just been through a big fight. That's my excuse. Was it deception?
Deception, probably. I mean,
Decent at that. It's dirty 20.
dirty 20.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I
Right.
was here. I just remembered.
At your own behest or someone else's?
I don't know. There's a sign in the tavern. We were bored. So.
You can see as she's walking, her hand, with your passive perception, which is pretty good, her hand does seem to trail onto her dagger. Just kind of resting there.
Combat! Let's fight these people while I'm
Yes.
unconscious.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I mean, it's not like Liam's almost at half health and just didn't mention it because he doesn't care if he gets healing when other people need it more.
I'm at 8.
Yeah, that's why he didn't say anything.
I got 1 blood curse in me, probably.
Or none, and you could live to see see Simone again.
Yeah, but if we get
That
in a
might be
fight,
nice.
that's like my one ability.
So, I guess who are you fighting? What was going on down there with the explosions? Again, you folks seem, well, one of you's unconscious, but you folks seem pretty shady, but not shady in the way we're used to.
You're calling us shady?
I mean, with the mask and all, well, fair enough. Are you an associated group, or I'm just trying to feel out who, what what exactly your characters are, I guess.
Ah, well, you see, I'm a blood hunter.
I was just thinking about doing that. I was taking every piece of my being to just not say that.
Don't worry, I got you. I'm unconscious, but I'll still be here to make jokes.
Thanks. Now I can't remember what the question was.
You're welcome. What's your character?
Oh.
Who are you
Oh.
affiliated with? Like, we're trying to figure out the sort of character you are.
Whether we should murder you or not. That's got it. I have no idea who this person is.
You don't seem to. They don't seem familiar.
No, I'm talking like Liam talking about Fisk. I have no idea who this person is. Just I don't know.
All right. Well, who are you then? Let's try it this way. The name's Cyrene. That's Dean over there. We're a couple bounty hunters going through, just using these tunnels to our benefit. We take jobs that we are comfortable with, and typically don't really involve ourselves in any sort of illegal trades. Mostly just getting people who need to be where they need to be.
Okay. I guess. I'm. This is a terrible idea. I guess. My name's Simon. He knows not to give your name to shady
Deception
people.
check.
Please, for the love of God, roll well.
How dare they consider George to be a comfortable assignment?
I almost said Jack just off the top of my head. It was just the name that came to mind. And I was like, that's not going to work here.
I wonder why.
Shut up. That's an 18.
All right. They don't seem to pay any mind or give any weird of turn to that.
Any kind of hesitance was just him deciding whether he should trust him or not.
All right, Simon. And why exactly did the caves over there collapse?
You say it again, because sister walked in and started talking to me.
All right, Simon. Why exactly did the caves over there collapse in a giant fiery explosion?
If I were to guess, probably some kind of bomb.
How do you mean guess? You were fleeing for your life. You're literally still bleeding onto the pathway behind you.
Oh, good. We have a form of breadcrumbs. Make our way back now.
I mean, I feel like you'd have at least some sort of knowledge of this.
I feel like you might have picked up on that little bit of sarcasm there.
All right, so what's the truth?
I told you.
And did you activate this bomb yourself, or what?
I mean, not really, but kinda.
Why?
I mean, it was already gonna go off. I tried to stop it, and then it still went off because apparently keyholes are not to stop the bomb, they are to start it. Which I didn't know when I tried to pick the lock.
Right. And was this bomb already started when you got there? Or was it set off while you were there?
It was already ticking down when we got there. So I tried to stop it because obviously bombs and tunnels are not good.
Deception check.
Liam just slipping straight back into Aiden mode. That's a 21.
21.
He's gonna hate himself
Alright.
later, but
Fair enough. So you were here exploring the caves for money. You came across a bomb, which I don't believe Dean saw any sort of bomb going that way.
it was a big bomb. He would have had to been a lot closer to have seen it, and he would have died if he was.
I mean, I was going through these tunnels literally not even 30 minutes ago. And I did not see any sort of bomb. What did this thing look like?
I mean, it was in a secret like room that we found. There's nobody in there when we got there, but the bomb was ticking away.
Right. Persuasion check.
Wouldn't that be
Well, rolling
deception?
too much, it scares me. I'm gonna roll low at some point. Luckily, oh wait, no, Liam's not that much better at persuasion than he is at deception. It's only a 13.
13. Alright. I suppose that makes sense for these tunnels. Huh. Well, I suppose it's good that you, well, I guess you didn't stop it then, but... Is anyone else injured in the explosion, I guess?
I wouldn't know. All I've seen is what you see before you. It's me and this individual that I don't know.
Why are you saying you don't know? Is it because you don't know what happened to the others, or it's purely to deceive there being others?
Both.
Alright.
He's saying it that way in the hopes that they take it as not
Deception
knowing.
check.
I'm getting lucky and it scares me because at some point it's gonna run out. It's an
You're
18.
weaving a net of lies.
I only have a +4 to deception. It's not my strong suit. I have a +9 to stealth, and that's just not useful in this situation.
Don't worry, I have a -1 to deception, so there's a reason I'm staying shut up in the actual conversation. Well, I mean, I'm unconscious, but this is why I wouldn't
And
be
also,
lying in this situation.
it's gonna be great when you wake up and don't realize how much Liam's been lying and just
So that
completely
was an 18,
destroy
right?
it and get attacked. Yes.
Fair enough. Suppose they made it out in time then. Yeah, it'd be right bother if they got finished off before they could enhance our rapport. Alright, well, again, I you folks are genuinely shady, but like I say, we couple more turns here and we can get you to the exit. Simon and
Can
whoever you
I
are.
see if they're lying about taking us to an actual exit?
Yeah, insight check.
I'm a little worried about the whole hand on a dagger thing. Why couldn't I roll this well last session? Things would have gone very differently. I just rolled a 18 again. What's my insight? It's just straight 18.
I think 18's good enough to figure this out. While they have been taking you through airplane,
They've been taking us through an airplane.
while they have been taking you through effectively a absolute maze of tunnels, even with your roguish sort of training, you're just on the edge of being turned around. Like you could probably follow your trail of blood back to where you started, without getting too turned around. But it definitely takes some work to find your way back. But they don't seem to be lying about being near an exit.
Okay.
And on this last stretch, the woman who's walking behind you, the man is walking in front. You've just kind of been turning back and forth to sort of talk. Well, since it doesn't seem like you're one of the friends, and you seem to, I guess, just want to explore these tunnels, for money, I guess. You're probably not going to find much of that here. Anything that is here is probably well hidden by the friends. And the friends are the sort of underground smugglers trade of citrine and really the whole Hinoki shelf. They're typically in the business of either smuggled goods or smuggled people. They don't really
Smothered.
well, yes, smothered. Fisk, you mutter
Smothered.
smothered. Yeah, sometimes they do smother people too. But they kind of don't really distinctify between smuggling people either. And so, if anyone in Citrine approaches you and says, "Oh, hey, I'm a friend, come with me," yeah, don't go with them. They're definitely there to kidnap you, unless you already know them. But
I don't
yeah.
tend to just go places with strangers.
But they're friends.
You'd be surprised how much that works on kids. Hence their trade. Anyway, that's a bit of a dark joke. Anyway, just up here, pointing left to what looks to be a shaft going upwards with a ladder. That'll lead you inside a building, and then on the top floor, on the room to the right, there's going to be a sort of rope hanging down from the roof there that leads you out to the center. There's a bit of a hand hold way. It's not an easy climb, but at least somewhere to rest up while your friend sort of like taps you on the cheek, comes to consciousness. Taps Fisk, you. But hey, have fun with that. We're gonna go not get killed.
The
And
solid
they
life strategy.
Continue walking off into the darkness.
Oh, big sigh of relief. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just gonna
At which
follow the
point-
directions.
All right, you head up into the building above. At which point we go to George at Brigston's pool. So you make it over to Brigston's pool, which is currently, once again, being staffed by the female ogre in her probably about mid to late 30s, wearing light jewelry. Oh, hello, welcome to Brigston's pool. How can I help you?
Hello. Could I get somewhere where I could change and stuff?
Yeah, we've got a restroom that's open to the public. For you to just walk over in there. She points over to what looks to be just a side room.
Perfect. Thank you. And I head on over in there.
Okay. I'm just trying to think how battered George would be, but he's just have some dirt on him. A couple
Yeah.
tears in his pants.
Wasn't in any
Oh, that can be
fight.
mended.
Oh, true. It's probably already mended.
Meanwhile,
On the way over,
Liam's,
just while he's walking, just men.
Liam's just actively bleeding, and Fisk is unconscious. They
The
have no
music
idea
changed
about
for
pain.
Brigston's pool.
All right. Changing time.
Changing time.
George,
right.
how do you change?
Are you gonna make him
So-
roleplay the changing?
Oh, we are gonna roleplay the shit out of this.
I swap my underwear.
Oh,
not my
snappers.
Okay, so is this a like, am I in a stall right now?
Yeah, it's maybe like at most a 5 foot by 5 foot room. There's
Alright.
one of these toilets in this room.
Okay, first things first. I'm gonna take the dagger I have. Do I have like a? Is there a mirror in there?
There would be, yeah.
Okay,
Why are you making
In the
smarter
mirror.
choices than Xander?
I'm gonna start cutting my hair.
All right, where are you throwing the hair?
That's a great question. So there's the. Oh God.
It's a
Well,
toilet.
yeah, there's the toilet.
Uh huh.
Just in case it gets stopped up, just as you're leaving, like, sorry, I left a little bit of a mess in there.
No,
Like,
no, no,
got
no, no. Wait,
snagged.
wait, 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 wait. Hold on. I have cantrips for this reason.
It's gonna burn it.
Oh no, I can't just get rid of it with like prestidigitation. I don't have fire. Well, I have sacred flame, but that doesn't count.
Doesn't prestidigitation have a aspect of you can light a small candle or something?
You can light a candle torch or small campfire.
So could the
Sets
hair
his
not
hair on
count as
fire.
like a candle? Not the hair on its
Just-
head, obviously.
Just take each strand and hold it in my hand as I snuff it out of existence with flames.
All right. So what are you changing?
Well, my hair. Can I get my disguise kit out once
You
I've
can.
shortened my hair to an appropriate length? And I'd like to look at what dyes are in there, what hair dyes are in there.
All right. There's probably a couple base colors. And the darker reds, the darker blues, darker greens, a little bit of bleach to go for a lighter color,
All right.
and just black.
Well, I can't go with black because that would not do anything. I'll go with the bleach.
Bleach, all right. So you start bleaching your hair.
Mm-hmm. The shortened hair. Which I cut because it used to be like, I don't know, shorter length. It's now like, it looks more like yours, your hair.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit longer, but otherwise.
Careful, he might make you roll for it.
Do it. Do it.
Roll for fashion.
Oh,
See,
I
that's
will
why
always
Xander's
roll
hair
for
looked like he
fashion.
cut it in the dark. It's because he literally cut it in the dark after he rolled a nat 1.
Mm-hmm.
See, the reason
Okay.
my hair looks like I cut it in the dark is because I cut it in the dark.
Never mind the
Alright.
fact that I have 4 mirrors in my backpack.
So your hair is now bleached, or bleaching while you change other things. Might want to be careful with your
Yes.
other clothes.
Yeah, while the dye's in, I'm gonna take off the fancy clothes that I've had on.
Okay. Roll
So I
me
can
a
change
dexterity
it.
check.
All right. Oh no.
Snort
Oh,
something
no.
over here.
That's a
What is it?
6.
6.
It's not a one.
You get a little bit of a little bit of the bleach on the collar of the shirt, and
Oh,
that kind of
shit.
seems to streak down on the inside on the back. Bless you.
Thank you. I would like
What?
to prestidigitate the bleach off the
Clean.
The clothing.
All right.
there we go. Um
All right. You're changing back into your regular clothes.
yeah, my performer's clothes.
All right. Eventually, you get changed. Your hair is bleached. There's no sink in here to wash that off.
Yeah, you're supposed to like take a
To wash
shower
what
at
off?
some point.
The bleach.
Oh,
So it's just gonna keep going.
I mean,
If
I am in a
recall, Briggston's
bathhouse.
pool is 5 gold for the public bath.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over there and be like, I'd like to.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Interesting hairdo.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to gain access to the pools, please.
Sure.
The
sure.
baths.
She's gonna make an intelligence check. Yeah, that'll be fine, probably. Yeah. So it's 5 gold for the public bath. You could get a personal room if you really want to. That goes for a little more, just because we have to have an individual cleansing oil for that. Those
Right.
would be 10.
I'll actually take the individual bath.
So that'd be 10 gold for the individual
10
room.
gold. Alright, here's just a platinum.
Oh, thank you very much. And, you know what, sure. Would you like a little bit of soap as well? I'll take 1 silver off the price.
Sure, yes.
Alright, so, soap table time! Let's go.
Woo!
The only
So-
reason you asked that was to pull at the table, isn't it?
Yes. So, we've got some of the floral soaps, like our lavender or lilac. We've got a couple of fruity ones as well, like our lemon and our pear, as well as a more earthy tone with a little bit more grit. That would be our morel soap. Each of them would go for 5 silver for just a small bar.
I'll take the lemony bar, please.
Lemony bar, very nice. All right. She gives you probably about like a small, like about half a hotel soap sized bar of lemony soap.
Perfect. And where do I go?
Oh, right. Here you go. Here's your card. The little groove on here will interface with the door mechanism.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and that works for any of the private rooms. You can just lock it from the inside.
Sounds great. Alright. I am off.
All right. Enjoy your bathing. All right, you go to an individual bathroom. There is just a pool in this room that seems to be, this is in sort of a grid system where your room is kind of like sharing the sort of water source of different rooms, but there's, big dividers that sort of section off the rooms. There's a ceiling and all that. But there seems to be some water flow between various rooms. Yours, however, at the base of sort of like the stairwell, or like the step into this pool, there seems to be this orb that is well fastened into a sort of cup, a stone cup that is part of the architecture. That orb seems to be around that orb seems to be the cleanest bits of water, although it is all fairly clean.
Okay. I'd like to wash my hair out as best I can.
All right. So sort of dunking your head down. Do you dunk your head down into the water, or do you just like cup and then drop?
I just dump it in.
All right.
Fully.
Dunking your head into the water, and then pulling it back out. Any bleach smell left is just what was already residual in the air from you walking in. The rest of the bleach is cleaned off instantly.
Is there a mirror in here?
There is a mirror in here.
How do I look? Did the bleach work?
Yeah, you're blonde. At least on. How long were you leaving it in the bathroom? Because it'd probably be a couple minutes at best.
I don't know much about dyeing, so I'm just gonna. Yeah, it was. However,
So
it wasn't
you've
that
got
long.
a bit of a darker undertone to your hair, but the outside is sort of blonder.
Okay.
Or is much blonder. If you want, having this disguise kit, you can now then dye things to, any sort of different color based off of the dyes you already got.
Can I put more bleach in it to try to make it like a white color?
Yeah, you can put bleach back in and keep going whiter.
I'd like to just repeat the process until I can get it to like
Roll me an
about
intelligence
as white
check.
as.
Fairly confident I can damage the roots.
That is a 10.
A 10? Seems like it's getting lighter.
I don't know much, but I'm pretty sure this does damage the roots.
make worse decisions.
Like turning on the incinerator machine.
Eventually, after enough of this, the sort of base of your hair is that lighter color that you had initially, and then the outside is a much lighter color.
All right.
But it's all either very light blonde or just kind of bleached white. And dunking it off, all of the bleach kind of just dissipates.
All right. I think that's good enough for now. I'm going to do my best to clean up the water with prestidigitation.
Looking into the water, there is very little residual. Like, there's no sort of chemical swirls in it. It's all purified, presumably due to this orb.
Well, there you go. All right.
And any sort of dirt you happen to track in just off of the ground or something, depending on how much prestidigitation you've been doing to your clothes and such, that has also been just dissipated.
All right. I think I'm good to go then.
All right. You also have a little bit of soap
Oh. Well, I mean, I may as well.
if you want to leave yourself with a little lemony scent.
Yeah.
Yes, Liam may be dying, but
Well, the soap
But
is
George
what's
has a
to be
important.
lemony
fair-
scent to him.
Hey.
to be fair, Liam
Fashion.
said he was okay, but also he's in the tunnels alone and doesn't know the way out.
Well, from what George knows, Liam could be with Fisk, so it's okay.
Ah, yes, Liam's with a stranger that I just met. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
George, you saw Fisk for maybe 30 seconds, I think.
Well, considering the fact that Pank and Liam are still alive, I think that'll be okay. And it's fashion. I'm a bard. I have to do this. Gotta keep up appearances.
My teammates
So
may
that
be
my dad
dying,
doesn't figure
but
out who
how
I
do
am.
look?
All right. So, Liam and Fisk, you are in this buried building. Liam, this is kind of like at this point, kind of familiar. You know, the amount that things are caved in and such. How to sort of navigate around these buildings, having explored various buildings to rescue people before. It's easy enough to navigate through. Stairs are a little creaky, but they hold your weight. You get to the top floor, take the door on the right, and in there you do see a rope kind of hanging along the wall with some rough hand and foot holds in the shattered brickwork that seem to go up to the sky. There's light up there. How well you can carry your Fisk up there is another question.
How long has Fisk been resting?
I don't know. I'm trying to take that short rest.
I know
It's probably been
That's-
about maybe 10-15 minutes.
Okay, I think Liam's probably just gonna stay there for now and give himself and Fisk some time to recover.
All right.
Also, because he doesn't want to try climbing up the ladder with
No,
or
no,
the
it'll
rope
be
with
funny.
Fisk.
It'll be funny though.
Yeah, it'll be hugely funny when it rolls a nat one and like goes unconscious because he fell from a rope.
All right. Probably about 15 minutes later, Fisk, you get your 30-minute short rest.
Now I gotta remember the rules of a short rest.
You hit the short rest button and then roll
I
the
know.
healing yourself.
I'm remembering. Shush. I'm remembering.
And Liam, since you're traveling during this time, you don't get a short rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you want to stay another 15 minutes to get that.
I mean, if Fisk is okay with it, I think Liam could use a bit of a breather.
Mm.
There's been a lot happening, so.
What? What happened? Oh, no. The explosion. What happened?
I lied a lot.
But is everyone all right?
I know that George is all right. I think that Pink is all right because otherwise I don't know how George would know to contact me.
What about the children? Did
Other
they
than
make
that,
it?
do you really want to know?
Oh snap! I just deleted the children, didn't I? Oh no, they're here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, well, you killed them first and then
Basic-
deleted
I'm pretty
them.
sure they were dead before even the end of the fight.
Yeah, no,
Or
they were.
before
The
the fighting
incinerator.
began.
Yeah, they're
The incinerator killed them before before we even got to the explosion. I see. Oh, what have I missed then?
Apparently, there's a underground smuggling ring in the underground of Citrine.
Mr. DM, am I familiar with this, with the friend?
roll me a history check.
Gladly. I should probably pull out my dice. That would be helpful for checks.
Yeah, that would be.
Where are the d20s? There's the d20s. Hey!
2.
Where's my history? Hey! 19.
19. Fisk, you would know about the smuggling. You would probably. I see that face.
Oh my!
You would probably be at least aware of the friends. They have tried to peddle things through your town before. Sometimes successfully, sometimes unsuccessfully. You've you've probably stopped a few of their efforts through there. If you want to have. Or Fisk might be the kind of person to turn a blind eye. I don't know.
No.
All right. So you've probably
How dare you?
saved some. Well, hey, I don't know too much about Fisk yet. I think I'm still waiting on documents.
Send you all I have.
Oh, maybe I'm not. Anyway, you've stopped them smuggling things through Ryodon, and over the years, they, except for an ambitious few, they've mostly stopped coming through your town. Just routing around it in some way. Their extent is the majority of the Hinoki Shelf, which is basically the higher section of the land here. It looks like I don't have that up. I will switch to player view and then file, open, recent folder. Here you go. Maps, Gigamap. That's going to take a minute to load.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's still
Sorry, I'm
loading.
going to count for a minute. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28,
Oh, whoops.
29,
No.
30,
Oh, darn.
31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
Wait, did you go from 40 to 30?
38, 39, 40, 41,
there you go.
42.
On the DM notes
That was
version,
not a minute, you liar.
it's approximately a minute. Anyway, their smuggling ring
42 seconds.
tends
That rounds
to
up.
extend past Ryodon, all through the Hinoki Shelf here,
Okay.
being the sort of highlands area of Edelstein.
Okay.
You would know that they smuggle goods and people. with very little bias between the two. I guess these two are just sitting here.
Just twiddling their thumbs. Hey, what do you think the rest of the party's doing?
But you would know of their existence and that they typically prefer not to deal in the surface. They have their own networks. They have their own networks to go through.
Does it seem like this might be one of their networks, or?
Yes.
Okay.
You could just ask Liam if it was the friends.
I'm getting information for me. Seeing how much I know. Because I don't know you yet.
Most of the information about the friends, or you would know they're the friends. That's the sort of assigned name to them by the people who have sort of escaped their grasp. And there's very little information about their actual dealings. That stuff tends to either die with someone who's captured, or just not be known, even under certain truth spells or effects.
Okay.
And that is specifically given to you because of your background.
Yeah. Which is why
You would only maybe passingly have any sort of knowledge, but it didn't seem to ring a bell.
What was their conversation before I asked the DM things? I'm so good at this.
There was a
Liam
smuggling
said
ring down here.
apparently there's a
Oh, yeah.
massive smuggling ring underground citrine.
Is it the friends?
Yeah.
How's it
Apparently
going?
I'm
Can I see the
shady enough they
case?
thought I was one of them.
Well, you are wearing a mask.
For reasons.
I can
Which
get
makes
that.
me sound even shadier.
Yeah, you two haven't really spoken yet, have you?
Nope. To be fair, most of last session was me booking it around, trying to find the incinerator, and then the
Literally,
combat.
the only thing you did, we told you that there was the incinerator was behind us, so you just booked it towards you just left us and went to the incinerator. You just
Yes.
have not even had a conversation yet.
Yeah, so
Well, he
Fisk,
could
you
be
got this
getting
shady
away.
individual in front of you.
Yeah. How much of the encounter do I remember?
Roll a, I don't
There was
know,
quite a bit of
intelligence
going
saving
up
throw?
and down. There was quite a bit of going up and down near the end, I remember.
You think about the encounter
That's
with
not a-
Liam and the
That's not a D20, that was a D8.
Are you talking about the
called a
encounter
history
with
check.
Liam and the friends, or the encounter of the incinerator?
Sorry, intelligence check with intelligence save?
Let's just call it a history check.
Oh good, I have advantage on that. Thank goodness. Grumble, 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 grumble. I got the same number.
Okay. Was it a 1? You remember that you were here for the incinerator, or because you heard there were rumors of the incinerator,
Right.
and that, the local guard could use some help. Well, Simone runs your errands. What were your errands again? You don't quite remember.
Oh, okay, cool. Something
So you're
about
asking
errands.
me.
And you remember a
What was I
couple
doing
big
here?
fireballs. And the crumbling of caves. Just the sound of crumbling caves.
So technically, I don't know if you're the incinerator or not.
You vaguely do remember meeting everyone in that sort
okay.
of break room.
Please
Okay, I
don't kill
wasn't
me. Not that it would be hard for me to just knock you out and then heal you again. But
I'd
also,
like to see you try.
You've got
I've got a
8
short
health.
rest.
I've got 20 health on you. Okay, I had 20 health
Do
on you.
you? Do you though?
I did.
I never said how much I healed.
Yeah, I did. I forgot that you healed.
Yeah, short rest.
Above you is this rope that leads to the
Yeah.
surface. You do see light peering down.
After you.
I kind of want to just chill here for about 10 more minutes.
There's an oddly specific amount.
10 minutes isn't a weird amount to want to hang out.
Or we could do that above, where there's less of a chance of us getting attacked.
That's fair. Especially considering that their friends would know this place, because that's just literally where they told me to go.
Yeah. Let's
So
not
you both
stay
climb up?
in their place whenever we don't know how to get out other than this. Let's get out
Yeah.
first, heal later, is my thought.
Okay, we could do that.
So you climb up.
I want Liam to go first.
All right. So you both climb up. You're at the top here. No distinct landmarks around you. It's all still destruction from the landslide.
It was a landslide? Oh, right, explosion.
Not even our explosion, the earthquake from.
Great earthquake.
Oh, okay. Well, I only knew there was a landslide at home. I didn't know there was one here.
I think it's pretty obvious by the city being okay.
I, the player,
It's good.
I think the character knows I didn't.
Most likely.
So, what now?
Do I have a vague idea of like directions based off of where we were in the tunnels? Or did I get turned around enough that I'm not really sure?
You do have the vantage point of the mountain towards your north.
So
I mean, you would know that you're somewhere in this area. Most likely. You can see the like District 17 and the other areas over here that you haven't really explored from your vantage point. If I recall, well, yeah, no, this area slopes downward, so you can see the area below and the area above. To your sides, though, you don't really have any sort of landmarks to tell you how deep into this area you are.
I mean, I don't really know this place, so I've only been here for a couple. I don't know if it's weeks or 10 days here.
Pretty sure
It's a week.
weeks.
Okay. I mean, I haven't been here long enough to know everywhere, but we could probably just walk in any random direction and eventually get somewhere
Well,
useful.
technically, we're already somewhere.
Useful and populated.
I guess so.
Try to figure out what happens to the rest of my group.
It's probably a wise idea. I guess we start
Do
walking.
we start walking, or are we just gonna stand there in awkward
That's
silence?
your choice.
I want Liam to go first because I still don't trust you.
That's fair. So yeah,
'Cause you
Liam will
look
start
shifty.
walking. Based
And I met
on
you
where
a few hours ago. Not even, like an hour ago.
yeah, you like glanced at me, then ran down a tunnel. So
Yep.
uh, So I can kind of see like over near 17, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you can see south down the mountain by probably about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes would be the station 17.
Okay. So could I figure out by where that is and the mountain is how to get back to where we had been, where we had like gone into the tunnels?
Those
Can I
were
triangulate my
words.
position? What?
Those were words. What are you
Can
asking?
I triangulate my position
Okay.
based off of the mountain and the landmarks I can see to know how to get back to the place we entered the tunnel?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me either survival or intelligence.
I'll do intelligence because it's better than my survival. It's
Can
not
I
that it
also try and
matters.
do that?
Sure. Well, you'll give Liam advantage.
But
Or I
okay.
guess yeah,
Well,
you can both
I
check
have
once.
advantages, which is why I'm asking.
Ah. So one of you can roll with advantage, or one of you can roll individually.
Wait, what?
Either
Alright.
you could
How
roll
does that roll?
just one, or I can roll with advantage. I think is what he said.
But I already have advantages. That's why I'm.
One of you rolls with advantage, basically, is how
What's
that'll
your
work.
plus?
1 to intelligence, 0 to survival.
3 to survival for me.
Okay,
All right.
And
yeah, you're
4 to
probably
intelligence.
a better person to roll that by a lot.
All right. 17.
17 to
I've
try
heard the
and guess
ones
your
from my
position in basically a field of destruction.
Just
Based
trying
off
to
the
figure out
landmark
a
we can
way back
see.
to.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out a way back to where people are that we know.
You're probably well, people that you know. Well, Fisk for you, that'd be all the way over here in the Copper District. That's where you brought a lot of people from Riot, all of the injured.
Or the
And
guards that
Yeah,
they're
because
helping.
I was helping the guards at one point.
you surmise that you're
Do it.
probably to the west of the uh, District 14 station. Squeaky
Where is
chair.
the District 14? I do not see them
District
on the map.
14 is. If I just turn off the landslide here, it's right here.
Ah,
So this is where you entered the underground. You're somewhere off in this direction here.
so okay. I guess do you want to just head that way? Try and get back to our starting point.
Yeah, that would be best because if anybody made it out of the tunnels, that's where they'd be.
Okay, well, let's go this way.
And actually, with that intelligence check, you can probably surmise that heading up the mountain or like up the landslide would probably give you a better vantage point on, where this caravan of searchers might be.
Right. So it's double useful.
You rolled twice, didn't you?
Yeah. All right. I guess we head up that way.
Let's see. Okay. And George, when you were running to Brixton's pool, were you running or were you kind of just meandering after you lost your father?
Probably a mix of both,
Okay.
like a middle ground type thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Power walking.
Eventually, Fisk and Liam, you do both find or see off in the distance the caravan that's gathered around District 14 or Station 14. From this distance, you can't really make out any of the figures just yet, But you can see that is where they're at. At which point we will pivot back to George,
Yeah.
with the party still split. 3 ways this time.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Woo!
it won't be for much longer.
That's the
Yeah.
plan.
Woo!
Of course, you might not want to go back to where you were and where we are going because your dad was there.
I have an idea for about that, but for right now.
I mean, Liam's not expecting to meet George there. He knows George probably booked it.
Hmm. So
But you
George,
did.
you're in Briggston's pool. You've got a nice lemony zest to you. Your skin's a
Oh
little
yeah, I
tingly.
do. I feel so exfoliated. I haven't felt like this
I mean,
since I
I've
took
been-
Gregor here.
Liam's gonna be covered in like ash and blood, and you're just smelling like lemons.
Hey, that's what prestidigitation and mending is for.
So yeah, you're just in
okay.
Briggston's pool. You're sufficiently cleaned up. Hair
Alright,
bleached to the
once-
nines.
Perfect. Alright. I shall head out back to the front desk.
Hope you enjoyed your bathing there.
Yes, it was quite lovely. I do have one question.
Oh sure. What is it?
Do you know of any mask shops that are
Mask shops.
within...
Yes, Liam, he's probably got a few extra.
I was gonna say, just take one of Liam's.
I can't say
No,
that
because I
do.
have to be able to play my flute. You-
Just has a
you
hole
don't-
in the.
I was gonna say, yeah, just poke the mouth hole.
You do not know?
Uh,
That's
I
okay.
don't really know any places, no. Not off the top of my head.
No worries. Or perhaps a costume shop.
Costume shop. Unfortunately, that's not really in my repertoire. I definitely know how to say that word. But
Repertoire.
I mean, if you're looking for jewelry, I could point you to a jeweler. It might be on the more expensive end, though.
Right. No thank you. I appreciate it.
Fair enough.
And I'm going to head out of Brixton's pool.
All right. Happy trails.
Have a good one. With that, this might not be the best idea, but I am going descending to Finn.
To Finn. All right.
To Finn.
That's who I was trying to make it to.
Ooh.
Just someone I know.
All right.
So now I need everyone to leave the music. No, I'm just kidding.
Gosh. Don't do this to me.
I swear it'll make sense eventually. I'm gonna laugh when it does.
Okay. Hello, Finn. This is George. That plump, irritating man is my father. And he kidnapped me. I am okay now. Is he still around?
Plump, irritating man. I love it. What a great way to describe your father. I've never met him. But
I
what
still
a
have
great
6
way.
words. Am I good to come back?
that's all you get. Just
Your
Not getting
father
much
went
responses.
after you. I don't know what became of him after that. I went down below. Hello? Who's there?
It's stabbed mid-sending.
Oh, it's
How many words
you
are we at
two.
right now?
He turns over. He seems to
Oh.
wave over to you, Fisk and Liam.
Oh, it's us. Oh, I
Oh.
see. I was like, that was a very long
I thought
sending.
it was-
That was a really long
Yeah,
sentence.
no, I
Oh,
yeah, I
who are
thought it
you?
was he was just unconsciously still sending
Yeah.
a while after he like ran into Pink and Gregor or something.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be either the two short rogues or Penk and Gregor.
It is you and Liam, Fisk and Liam. You see Finn. Hello. Who's there? Oh, it's you two.
Hello, Finn.
I see you made it out. A little bit scathed. Are you all right?
No. But we'll manage. Well, I will at least. I don't know about this one.
I get to pull out more names.
Oh, I didn't even tell him that I changed my appearance. Oops.
Just, oh there, who are you? Why, it's me.
Also, I
Joe.
love how not only were you acting super shady around the lady, but also like if your father comes asking around for you, he may just quite like figure out like the shady individual she was talking to who completely changed his appearance might be my son. What does he look like? And then you'll have your new appearance.
It'll be fine.
It's possible, but he'd have to find you.
Cosmo, these folks need healing. And you see a male tiefling come over in, he's wearing some basic blue robes. Oh, hello. Oh, that looks dire. Let's see. Where's my focus? Right, here it is. Pulls out just basic, a basic crystal focus. Here you go. He shines his focus towards you, and you both get a lesser, not a lesser healing. What is it? Cure wounds. So to Fisk, you get, that'd be +3. If I can math, 7 + 3 is 10.
4. Oh, that's enough.
4 + 3. Liam, you get 7 points.
Hey, I'm almost back up to max. I can do so many blood curses.
Oh boy. Actually, with cure wounds, he might give you a second level. An extra D8 for second level. You get another 3.
Wait, for who?
Liam.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, for me.
I could have
Yeah.
potentially got another blood curse in there. Some people measure their hit points by kittens. I measure my hit points by blood curses.
You're gonna give Simone so many gray hairs.
As if Simone doesn't already have that.
I don't know. Simone's on the young side. Although, if she has them, they are probably my fault.
Yeah.
What exactly became of you? Referring to both of you.
Oh, we were on the other side of the explosion, deeper into the tunnels. Did you know that there's a massive smuggling ring under Citrine?
Not under Citrine.
A friend.
Yeah. We ended up running into some bounty hunters who decided I was shady enough that they could just drop information like that.
I like how we're treating Finn like the guard trademark.
Yeah. Oh no, I
Also,
know he's
it's
not.
just-
I'm just.
I find it
Oh.
really
Make sure they
funny
know.
that these bounty hunters just told a paladin.
Yeah, no, I love that. They're like, you seem shifty, but here's all the information anyway. Like, I don't
Here's the
trust
information
you,
you need to
but I'm
survive.
gonna give you the information. Yeah. I mean, I was unconscious, but even then, I wouldn't have questioned it. I'm just like, yes, please, by all means, tell me more.
Could you tell me who the
Oh.
leader is and where to find them?
Hey,
I might want to
what
join.
more
Well, I don't
information do
really
you
know who
have?
the leader of the friends
No,
are. We don't even know if
No,
they
no,
have
we're
a leader.
joking. We're joking.
Yeah, I was like, if Liam was not quite so hurt and tired, he might have thought to ask something like that.
Yeah, we don't really have much information on the friends. Just generally, we make sure there's at least people in the public who say, don't go along with people who say they're a friend. But we really have no information on them. And it's certainly above my pay grade. So is the incinerator part of the friends, or?
I
Well,
guess, but he's
you can-
also like super dead, so
Yes, you can close the case on the incinerator.
Well, that's good, I think. As he's speaking, Gregor is climbing a rope out of this hole.
He has custom music?
He has custom music.
Let's go! I feel a disturbance in the force, and I just start dashing to Station 14.
He has custom music. I love it.
He has custom music. Here comes the
I
It's
thought
boy.
something on my
even-
computer
it's
just
not-
started playing. I was like, what?
it's not just custom music. It's
It's
that
Gregor's
specific
music.
song.
I know.
It's also just
I wasn't expecting that because I haven't been here for a while.
It's the boy.
Oh, hey Liam. Hey you. Yes, your
Hi.
friends here. As Gregor continues hoisting himself out of this trench that someone's dug. Your friends, well, not friends in that kind, but his. Wait, hold on. Does he know that? No, he doesn't. These folks that were down there as well tried investigating and unfortunately didn't recover much. Ryan died. Oh no.
I'm alive.
He couldn't
Okay, he's
handle the
alive.
boy.
Couldn't handle the boy. Couldn't handle the custom
I'm
music.
alive.
Did you hear what Icy said? Because the moment you disconnected, you said Ryan died. Then you joined back in with "I'm alive."
That's how I always come back into calls. Just, I'm alive. I'm alive. I didn't die.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to find anything too much use down there. It all seemed to be collapsed in. And then any evidence in that sort of like a theater room? I don't know. The room with the cages. I don't know if you two had gone there. Unfortunately, it didn't seem like there was anything there. It looks cleared out any speck of evidence left. As per usual, I suppose, but...
Yeah, it got caught on fire. It had like flammable liquid all over it.
Burn my boots.
That would explain the burnt smell. It's the paperwork that I'm gonna have to do later.
Rip Finn.
It's gonna be a long night.
Yeah.
If you need any help with that,
And out of the hole also comes Hank. Oh, hello, Liam.
No custom music for Pink, I see.
Pink doesn't have custom music,
We-
unfortunately.
We know
I don't
who's
have
the
a
favorite here.
Revolves theme or something like that prepared, unfortunately.
Let's be honest, Gregor's everybody's favorite.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's clear who's the favorite in this scenario. I see who gets custom music and who doesn't.
Well, is there anything else you folks can tell me?
I missed some of what was relayed because of my headphones. What was said a minute ago? What have you told
Pink
me?
and Gregor didn't find anything useful in the cave-in. They did refer Finn to the secret room, or not the secret room, the sort of like theater room with the cages.
The one that burned my boots.
They didn't.
Yeah.
Yes. Or I guess dissolved your boots. That didn't have anything of use. It seemed picked clean of any sort of evidence.
There was also that one
and
kidnapping.
then did he ask what did he ask again? I was about to say something, but then words happened and I forgot.
Did you two find anything of use?
Like I said, smuggling ring.
People.
People.
Wait, I wasn't conscious for that. Never mind. Ignore what I said.
Yeah. The people I met, because they were on the other side of the cave-in, were looking for George. Said they were bounty hunters.
That's your elvish friend, right?
Yeah.
George
Finn
Pratt
takes
is
off
just
his
making his
mask.
way
He's
over.
secretly Air Jor.
Oh.
Or no, he's secretly Almaris. Not Air Jor.
It was really me.
Dio. Anyway.
Is that a JoJo's reference?
I knew he was going to say that the second
So
I said
if
what I
any
said.
shady individuals ask you if you've seen George, probably shouldn't say yes.
Fair enough.
That includes his father. He's pretty shady too. He's the one that left instead of coming back down with us.
The big portly one or the other one?
The elf.
Well,
They're
they were
both
both
elves.
elves.
They're both elves.
They were both elves. I didn't know that.
It's his
Forget
dad.
that happened.
They're high elves.
Yeah. The young one, not the
Okay.
other one.
Funny bone?
No, I pinched my finger between my leg and my desk.
Rip.
Ooh. Yikes.
Is there anything else that Liam learned that might be useful? Because I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but that doesn't mean there wasn't something.
Grenades exist. That's all I got.
That was a word that I didn't comprehend. You're gonna have to say it again.
Grenades.
Friends.
Oh.
I call them so you don't have to call them friends. Because they aren't friends. They're freneds. They're fake friends. The freneds.
What were their names? Because then we would probably tell them that, at least. And I don't remember them off the top of my head. That's just me.
One thing that was interesting that I found down there was this fire retardant conductor's uniform.
Was it saved?
Unfortunately, no. I wasn't able to get into there. Maybe with your wall walking ability, maybe? Wait, does he know about that? No, he doesn't. Wait, no, you relayed that information. That was the plan.
I relayed that information because it was part of our plan.
Yeah. Might be possible.
Who is talking right now?
Pink.
Oh, okay. I was like, that sounds a very nasally voice for Gregor. Hold on.
And Finn.
Yeah. I was like, that doesn't sound like either of the two voices I had just heard. Who is this? Is there a third person I've forgotten?
Who
Apparently
are
there is.
you?
Who are
You've known me.
The
you?
one without
Oh,
the
you're a
custom music.
You're a bird, I see.
It's like, who are you? We've known each other for 5 years.
I've known you for an hour.
Yeah, no, I
Is
know.
he looking in the
I just think it
Zelda
would be a funny
folder?
interaction.
You know what? Here, we got Groos's theme. File not found.
Never mind, we don't.
Videos, music, Zelda. Oh, it's because I put it in a folder. Skyward Sword. Here we go. There we go. The Groose is loose. There was that fire retardant conductor's uniform. That's about all. That might be a point to his identity.
I really want to go down and get that now.
Why not split the party again?
But loot!
Okay, we can't give Ryan the satisfaction of naming the putting the status of the session channel on today's episode of splitting the party.
That was all him.
Whoever said that,
Hey, not
we
me!
can't let that happen.
Wasn't
It was
me.
not
was
me, but
me.
whoever said that,
It
we
was
can't
me.
let it happen.
I wasn't here whenever it had that.
It was all him.
It's
It
been
was-
like that since the beginning.
Yeah.
There we
Well, we don't have to split the party. We can just all go as a party down there.
Liam's not going back down there,
Oh, then
I guess we're
then
splitting
aren't
the
you
party.
Splitting the party.
especially knowing that there's people down there who.
Well, that's why we go as a party.
We aren't even a party because I'm still not there.
You're making your way
I-
over at
I
the
don't know you're
ethereal
coming
call
back.
of the boy,
Making your way downtown.
and knowing that Elmaris is probably not there anymore.
Yeah. I've changed enough to have some ability to avoid him. It's not perfect, but it'll work for now. Oh man.
The pank is loose.
I really want to go down there because that could. It's a good point about leading to his identity. But I won't split the party right now.
Where even is the
Well-
flame retardant suit?
It's under all the
Alright.
rubble.
It was in the room where the fight was.
Yeah.
Like you
Well,
can
no, it was in
walk
the
through
room right
walls, but
outside
can
of
you?
that.
Oh yeah.
You can walk through walls, but can you walk that much and also dig through rubble and find it fast enough to not be ejected?
It might have like caused a little hole for me to hide in to find it.
There's only one way to find out.
Question: it was like train conductor, right? Not like a choir conductor.
Train conductor, yes.
Okay, had to make sure.
The
We could also, like,
orchestra conductor.
We could also like check the local train yard or something that has possibly had children disappearances, if that exists.
You're above a train yard where there were local children disappearances.
Well, there goes my lead.
Are there any other train yards that I've been experiencing?
69 of them.
Local.
Oh.
He was
That
waiting
have been
to say
experiencing the kidnaps.
That's
This.
an unfortunate number to have in relation to kids who are disappeared.
Oh no.
I think he meant in train yards. Like,
Yeah, no, I know.
There's
okay.
69 districts. I think one of the districts actually has 2 train stations. So maybe there's 70 of them.
Okay.
But District 0 doesn't have an official station, so yeah.
It's somewhere
None of which is-
between 69.
It's around 69.
It's
69
it's
plus or minus
pretty
like
nice,
3.
is what I know.
Yeah.
Alright.
As far as train stations, where have we found anything? Pulling up the citrine map here.
Is there also like a guy in charge of the train station we could talk to?
Nobody that was recovered.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Who's still alive? Does anyone have Speak with Dead?
I was about to say, all right, who has Speak with Dead?
Let me check Liam's spell list.
What level is Speak
Not
with
really.
Dead?
I know he doesn't have Speak with Dead.
Third.
I don't think you have Speak with Dead.
I most definitely
Third
don't. I have
level.
like the only 2 damaging spells I have are Thunderous Smite and Toll the Dead.
This
Which
tiefling that
I-
healed you up, Kazuo, comes, or, he's still standing around. I do have that ability, but I don't think it works with Ash.
Well, if we find people that were in the rock slide, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm spitballing here.
Yeah, it's worth a shot, I guess. Finn, you said most of the people down there were either a pile of ash or not there. Yeah, it's certainly possible to maybe dig through some of the rubble. Maybe someone was not seen by the incinerator. The north end of the station is all caved in, so there's probably people who were in there.
By chance, can we switch off of Pink's music?
Oh, yes, we can get off the Groose being loose and go back to the session music. There we go. Pink's just thinking at this point.
No longer loose.
I mean, I don't know what you guys want to do. I'm kind of just
Preferably
doing
not
my
go
own
back in the
thing.
tunnels and spend half the session wandering around tunnels.
Secret tunnel, secret tunnel.
I'll have you know, all of the
Really
secret
well
tunnels in my art file are titled "Secret Tunnel" with all caps. Bless. So what are we
Thank
doing?
you. I have no clue. What do you guys want to do?
Might want to head back
I mean,
to
we could
the
technically
inn.
just close this case because he's dead, but
I have, like, as much as I want to help, I also don't really have much information to work off of.
Pank comes over to you, Liam, and uses another cure wounds because you're still looking pretty bad, aren't you? He's gonna use it
Just
on you
covered in
first,
blood
then
and-
himself.
Covered in blood and ash.
You get another 8 hit points of healing.
How many?
8 points of 8 points of healing to you, Liam.
Nice. I'm almost full.
You see as any like raw sections of just exposed flesh kind of like scab over, and the scabs just kind of
lightly-
dissipate into somewhat scarred tissue.
Just lightly sunburned.
Yeah. How's Gregor doing? Gregor. Oh yeah, okay. So that's where Pink's other spell slot goes. It's into healing Gregor.
time is it?
5 plus 8 plus 2. That's
Okay.
15.
15.
Gregor.
All right. It's the 15th hour of the day. Got it.
And that is Pink's spell slots taken care of for the session. He's out.
Unless, of course, we rest.
Liam does not have any spell slots anymore. He's
George is
fresh
almost
of
out of
those.
spell slots.
I don't know what you guys
I
are
do-
complaining about. I'm perfectly fine.
I do still have 3 lay on hands in my lay on hands pool just in case somebody goes down.
See, there's a reason.
So,
I
I
just
could
took a
not
short rest
wait
earlier.
to be able to use Divine Smite with or Thunder Smite with sneak attack. I think it'll be epic.
So what are y'all doing? You just standing around
What time of
aimlessly?
day is it?
Probably.
It is probably about 2 o'clock at this point. Well,
Well, it was
actually, the
almost
time to
15
take you back.
hours.
It's probably maybe around 3, I'd say.
It's 15 hours. You are right.
Yeah. Unintentionally.
Liam wants to go back to the end to see if George is going to meet them there
Well,
because he
wait.
does not know
George
that
is coming here,
George-
isn't he?
we don't know that.
I know. Well, someone does. It's not us, but
And at this point of indecision, we'll just take a break, so you can
yeah.
continue being indecisive. So, after the bathroom break, we bring
I
things
didn't go
back
to.
in.
I forgot to do that.
You'll be fine.
Here's hoping.
Perfect response from Jason. We bring things back
Dog
in
went to the bathroom. I didn't.
with everyone just kind of standing around trying to figure out what the next steps are. You know, various conversations between who's here. As George, you pull up.
Yay! You can actually figure
You
out
took
what the
long
true
enough
plan
of
is.
indecisiveness that, you know, George is here now.
Sounds about right.
Oh, hello, George. Uli, George.
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, so that one's
Oh,
George.
hi, George.
Complete look change, and you're still just completely recognizable.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that everyone immediately recognized me.
Wasn't your hair a different color?
It was, but apparently, I'm still pretty recognizable. That's concerning.
Well, I mean, you are wearing the adventuring gear you've been wearing for...
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
A week,
Thank goodness my
at
father
least.
didn't see my adventuring gear.
A change of clothes really does help with blending in as a different person.
It really does. As apparently a different hair color and style isn't good enough.
Well, you've still got the same clothes and face, and it helps. But doing the clothes as well can definitely boost it.
Well, it
Most
is
people
unfortunate I
remember
went
the
grey
film.
because of my father so young, but oh well.
Oh, so that's natural.
No, no.
Oh, okay.
But my father, unfortunately, is.
He's natural?
Yes. I wish not, but it is so.
Well, hey, at least it's better than it
Meaning-
all falling out, right?
Oh, Gregor,
as
you look
Gregor just,
lovely.
like,
Wait,
brushes over
all of you
his hair.
look awful, actually. Can I get a clothing check on everyone here?
Liam's
Fisk,
covered in
burned.
acrid blood.
Liam, burned. Gregor, he was actually trying to punch the fire, so he's burned. Pink, he went down.
Much fire.
So yeah, Pink is very much singed, and there's no real clothes to bring back
Pink smells like-
together.
Pink smells like cooked chicken.
That's why I'm so
Okay.
hungry. Also, I went up and down a few times. I'm definitely burned, but you don't know me.
When prestidigitation says clean, does that include any burns?
It
Fresh
won't
and
heal
blood,
the burns, but
maybe?
it'll clean up like the soot and such.
Just
I
do a
shall
combo
go
of
around just
mending and
prestidigitation.
to
Yes.
My
fix everyone up.
burn, Liam's got like a mild sunburn at this point because he's only down 2 HP.
Hold on, do I have anything for this? A Green of Time. No, it's Gerudo Valley. Darn it, I don't think I have.
I've only been healed once. I just took a short rest, so that's how I got most of my healing. I am probably still burned.
Unfortunately, I don't have Great Fairy Fountain on here. Missing out.
Oh, goodness gracious. So
So everyone prestidigitated.
Does that include me?
That includes you.
yes.
Yay! Wait, but not mending. Okay, so my boots.
How many mendings have you used in this session?
In this session,
Too many.
Yeah.
I
And yet not enough.
probably mended my clothes walking to the bathhouse. Yeah, 2.
2 stab
4 now.
wounds.
4? I have
Obligatory.
a special
38
column.
stab wounds.
I have an entire column dedicated to George
That's your
items minted by
mending.
George.
We'll just throw an additional 1 for everyone in the party, since apparently
Yeah,
we're all getting
gotta
I
fixed
think-
clean
up.
everything up.
Oh, at least 1.
At least 1 just for me showing back up.
How many more do I add?
A lot.
Oh, 3 more.
Well, boy, it is good to have you back. That
What
was
the hell
chaos down
happened
there.
to everyone? You guys were less fire covered last time I saw you.
Yeah, fire tends to
Well, we
happen
did
when
go
we
fight
get
that
greater.
fire slinger.
Oh, you found the fire slinger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm
And his
assuming.
firebomb.
Oh, but the oh. Yes, Pink did mention something like that. Well, it looks like everyone's alive. Except for I'm assuming the fire slinger is none of you. I mean,
It was me
why would
the whole
no?
time.
Oh yes, Liam's not actually the one behind the mask.
Fisk wouldn't know.
He
Liam
went
could have
down.
been swapped out without Fisk's knowledge.
Well,
Just give a suspicious glance at Liam.
I would say it looks like we've all been through a lot. I think we should go get our rest.
It's 3 in the afternoon.
We can
Oh,
go have a hearty dinner and then go to bed.
This is barely lunch.
I'm
Before
starving
you
myself.
It's been a
okay?
folks
long
head
day.
out, George, do you have any information on this fire slinger? All we have so far is that
Doctor
from your friends here, that they apparently turned into an
Child
elemental.
Abductor had a big bomb.
Big bomb, yeah.
Used
Which for some
crystals
reason
for the bomb.
was for some
Wait, what was
reason
that?
was activated by a key.
Can't walk through walls. We learned
You
that one.
elvish woman, I don't believe I actually
Yeah.
got your name. What was that thing you said? After the bomb.
Abducted children?
After abducted children.
Okay. Had a big bomb.
Hmm.
Couldn't walk through walls. That one?
Could?
Could not.
I
I
feel
thought
like that's a
Fist didn't
given.
remember any of this. Is she remembering it now?
I
guess
assume
so.
it's been like as we're walking, it's starting to come back to me.
Well,
We're still all
powered
at
by-
the
Powered by
The hole.
crystals.
powered by crystals.
from what I know,
Oh, he also started some
Um,
cocaine.
I think
What? No, he stuffed his mouth full of a bunch of white stuff,
Bunch
and
of
then
white
turned
stuff.
into an elemental. He snorted cocaine before he died.
whatever information I have, my friends here have as well. So I don't know if anything hasn't been mentioned, but there was a trap that Pank set off. We were
Oh, yeah,
attacked.
that theater room had a trap too. It ruined
I'm
it.
not sure about that one. I just remember there was big boom, a door flew. That's how I ran into Pank and Liam and everyone. There was a fire slinger that we fought. Seemed to get confused by the simplest of illusions, which was funny. Other than that, I have nothing.
Oh yeah, there were also cages with children, and some cages that didn't have children but had like fingernails and hair. That was in the theater room. The children were in the secret room with the guy and the bomb.
And did any of you see any of the children make it out alive? I know Hank and Gregor didn't.
I think Fisk was the only one in the room to have actually seen them get killed. But somebody else, I think George might have been in there. Was he there for
Nope.
the fight?
Hank was in there,
Definitely not.
but
Oh,
Hank
it was
got
Pink in there
roasted.
because yeah, he got roasted, which is why Liam was not in the fight as quickly as he wanted to be, is because he had to make sure Pink didn't die.
I do not believe any of the children made it out.
Okay.
One of the children was already predeceased by the time we got there with the book shoved in their head, if that helps in any way. It was disturbing.
I can imagine. And I don't want to, but that's gonna be in my report now.
Well, it's best to be as detailed as possible. If you would like, I can help you file the report with what I can remember.
Sure. Hey, Rolf, could you get my bag? Thanks.
I'm imagining a dog man on a piano.
Let's see. The day I met you two, George and Pank, he's pointing to. You were looking for a conductor, right?
Right. Yes. There was a
Pank here says they found a conductor's uniform. Any chance this might be linked?
Let me see if I can.
My notes
How
aren't
many
too
children have been
extensive,
missing?
but
A
how many children
number.
have been missing?
Yes.
It's. I mean, there's been missing people's reports since the collapse. We don't know how many are linked to the incinerator, potentially the friends, and just those who have died due to the disaster.
Question for the DM: the incinerator only appeared after the collapse, or pre?
That'd be a question for Finn.
Well, I'm asking the DM because I was helping out with this case, so I feel like I might know.
Right. The briefing that you were given was that they had recently discovered burned bodies underground.
Okay. Any indication of
all
how
within
recent,
the
or-
trapped buildings.
Okay.
The buildings
Collapsing buildings.
that were sealed in because of landslide.
Okay.
All known cases are within the Sterling market, or the Sterling steps.
Well, we found, I believe it was 6 children? 5 or 6.
Checking the map.
Yeah. I want to say it was 6 with one of them already being dead with the book in his head. His or her head. Didn't check the gender because I was just a little preoccupied with the fight.
The children. There were 5 of them in the room,
Plus the body or including the body?
including the body.
Okay. Cool. I relay this information to the people.
Okay. You wouldn't happen to have that report still, would you? The missing persons report? To George?
I know that Pank was the one who took up the quest. I just met up with him later. So Pank would have it.
Well, in that case, it probably got burned.
Oh,
That's
damn.
unfortunate. Where did you get this missing persons report? Perhaps there's a copy.
It was on the
Quest
quest
board
board
in
and the yeah.
Would be a good idea to try
Uh,
and check there to see if there's another? Or was that the only copy?
There were a few copies up there. We just took the brief slip.
It did specifically mention that he was in Station 14. That's why we knew to come here or around here and start digging.
While they're talking, I want to be keeping an eye out for shady individuals.
If you
I'm
see
keeping my
a
eye on the
Elven
shady
man,
individual.
I'm looking for the more bounty hunter types.
And I'm keeping an eye on the roguing one.
Well, shall we all head to this Oldson's?
that would be
Sure.
delightful.
Question for the DM: where am I staying?
Oldson's.
You're staying with us
cool.
now.
Oh, okay. I've been forcibly adopted. Oh no! This is why I don't trust you people.
Just like Gregor.
Just forcible kidnapping. Sorry, forcible adoption, or as I like to call it, kidnapping, or I guess in this case, adult napping. Like Tom back here, adult napping.
Catnapping.
Dang it, that's better.
All right, you make your way back to Oldson's.
Is like Flynn and everyone coming with us?
Finn goes ahead and dismisses the rest of the group, except for a select few individuals, including Rolf, and name is hard to remember.
That's an
Kazuo.
interesting name. Hi, I'm name hard to remember.
I think that'd be a pretty memorable name.
That's the ironic part. It's easy to remember because it's so distinct.
Almost all three of those characters have Fire Emblem character names.
I'm just imagining a Muppet for Rolf. Just a dog on a piano.
Have I ever told you all the paradox that I discovered when I was like 12 of you can't describe something as indescribable because in doing so you're describing it, which means it's not indescribable.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, we will switch over to map.
I mean, that's basically what Lovecraft did. He just described things as indescribable, and that was it. And that was the creepy part.
Party token. Where is the party?
Where be us?
West of Station 14.
We are very far away. There we are.
You're here.
We just circled Citrine a bunch of times in the span of 2
10,
seconds.
As quickly as possible, do some
20.
laps, guys.
You get to the newly somewhat reopened station here. This would be, if I can count, I think that's station 17 there. 16 or 17. One of these two stations is 16, one's from 17.
Isn't 17 further down?
Most likely. Oh, 17 is there, so yeah, this would be 16, which would make this 15. Right, because these are on their own number system. I'm trying to remember without going through all of the folders. So you get to station 15. I do that. Yeah, it's probably station 15. Why not? I can't count.
Well, here, let me help you. One.
So you make it to the station,
Two.
and you are able to
You
take the
can't
train.
count.
Each of you paying a single silver for the fare, all the way back to station 17, where you make your way over to Oldson's. Who's entering first?
Liam, to make sure there's nobody shady.
I'm just keeping my eye on Liam this entire time. I do not
So,
trust
Liam,
him.
you go ahead and enter Oldson's first. Oh, hey, folks. How's it? Oh, I see we've got a whole band here. Welcome. Welcome to Oldson's. How can I help you, folks? Liam, go ahead and give me a perception check.
It's decent. See what my bonus is. I'm decent at that. It's gonna be a 16.
16. In this tavern area currently, there is only one other patron. It is a half-elvish girl. Would you like to describe yourself, Simone? This is the
I'm about to
half-elvish
get-
girl
not
that was here with someone else
Oh gosh! I
Um,
get slapped upside the head
in the
so
center
hard.
table when you were here in the morning. They were here
It
earlier
depends.
today.
How beat up are you looking at this point? Did your clothes get fully cleaned up and mended?
Hey George.
Yes, they
how
did.
good
They did.
you clean me,
Okay,
Thank
you may be lucky as long as they don't mention how close to death you were, which Liam might just do at some point, but I don't know. He doesn't talk much. Except, of course, when he's
Mended
lying,
and
apparently.
prestidigitated.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well,
I was not
I was
expecting
about
this.
to-
Give
I
me a
was
second.
Simone,
I need to
about to-
find her
You
character
see
sheet.
this big old group enter or come into the tavern area, into Oldson's, where you're here to just wait for the contact.
I think she was also running errands at some point.
Those are
I
already
just got back
finished
from
at
the
this point.
Oh,
errands.
okay, cool.
I need to check to see if I ever finished picking out which. I did. It was the dagger. Okay.
But yeah, Liam, this individual and presumably Fisk were the two that you actually saw here in the morning.
It feels
when-
weird. It feels like your consciousness is phasing over to someone else.
Liam just has a blank stare, just staring off into the distance. like in a video game when you just
touchpad is
swap to a different person, they just kind of
working.
stand there
My mouse is.
waiting for orders.
I'm gonna have to go grab my mouse from the schoolroom real quick because my touchpad is having hardware issues.
All right,
I
we can
will-
skip descriptions for now. Also, I do think you've got art in
I got
the
it.
art channel.
Do I have Art of Simone?
I think you've said
think
this one before. If not, I'm sure I probably have a mini of her.
You know, I
somehow.
think we have because I know you sent pictures of Fisk at some point.
Yeah, whenever they were first
Which I could
introduced.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
a long
Simone's
time ago.
got like
Yeah, found it.
yeah.
Folks, come on in, come sit down. We've got lunch today for a whole. It's just going to be a whole 3 silver pieces for each of you for a meal. We've got drinks, we've got cheeses, we've got anything you might want for yourself. Of course, you can also stay the night. Thank you, sir. Just whatever the main dish of the day is fine. Same here. Yeah, I'll also just take the usual. How many characters? Okay, that's Finn. That would be
Rigor and Pank.
Rolf and
Oh no,
Gregor,
Rolf,
Kazuo.
Kazuo, Rolf. Wait, no, have I covered Kazuo? No, I haven't.
You covered
it's
Kazuo,
Gregor-
you didn't cover Gregor.
Not Gregor.
Look, there's 5 characters who all get the same meal.
They'll get their regular or just the same meal. So, Gregor, Kazuo, Rolf, Pank. Who else am I playing? Finn. We all 5 of those people get some
If you
food.
need,
They
I can
sit in
take
the
on some of
main
those roles.
central tables.
Kidding.
I will take money out of
yes.
their main money piles.
Do you have baked chicken by chance?
Baked chicken. Yeah, we've got baked chicken. We can certainly do that for you.
That sounds lovely.
Well, that sounds good. I've been smelling something roasted recently. It's made me hungry. Actually references Pank. Your
Hank just
bird
kind of
smell
gives you
makes me
a
hungry.
concerned look. Jason is frozen again. All right, you each get your meals and get to sit down at these tables. I assume Fisk
all sitting
sits down with
together?
Liam. So all of the guards and other people sit in one of the center tables. There's 2 center tables. The one closer to the door is the one Simone's sitting at currently. The guards and the rest of them sit at the farther table towards the back. And I
Since
can
I'm trying
go
to work
into
with
art.
them, I'm going to go sit with them.
There we go. We've got Old Sins. And so this center... oh, actually, is that 2 rows? That is 2 rows. Simone is over here, and then the guards have gone and taken this back couple tables here.
The character images are still there, by the way.
Oh.
Just hilarious.
well.
Just move us to show us where we're at in the.
Art.
I'm alive again. Yay.
Oh,
Actually,
you're
can
you're
I-
alive. Good.
It might be
Good.
easier to do this here. So, Fisk, you presumably sit down there. I don't have art for Gregor. This is y'all's usual table back here.
Yeah.
I'm sitting with the guards to try and figure things out.
Oh, you
So Fisk, you go back here.
Yeah.
And we'll just
So am I
put
currently
everything
playing
back.
with
Very
Liam
much-
and Fisk or Liam
I'm
and
waving
Simone
to
right now?
Simone. I'm waving to Simone as I walk over. I want to acknowledge her and not get slapped upside the head. Because I know that's
Simone?
going to happen.
You see a whole bunch of
Would
people
Simone
enter.
pick up? Would Simone pick up on the fact that you're trying to not get slapped upside the head? Do you
Can
look
I-
guilty at
Can
all? I guess is
roll
what I'm asking.
deception?
Sure. Roll insight,
let me
Simone.
I
pay
have
for
a
mine.
-1.
All right.
Actually, no, wait, there is no passive deception. Damn it!
Good luck trying to beat that insight roll, because
What'd you get?
a dirty 20.
I got an 8. I have -1 to deception.
Yeah,
I'm
dirty
not
20
gonna-
meant
okay.
that Ryan had to get a nat 20.
Yeah.
Even with a nat 20, I don't think I could have made it because I have a -1.
Yeah.
But it's a nat 20.
Yeah. But
So,
yeah, it may look guilty.
I'm gonna use my telepathic ability to just ask Fisk, what did you do?
What do you mean?
You're across the tavern from me. You'd have to speak out loud to
Oh,
answer because
okay.
I thought she was walking
the
by.
telepathy.
Oh,
I mean, if she's walking
Ah.
by, then yeah. But I get the feeling she was walking in out of slapping distance.
yeah, very much so. Trying to stay out of slapping distance. I'm just gonna kind of, as I continue with the guards, hoping they might protect me.
Just giving you a dead stare from across the tavern.
Oh god, I'm getting slapped upside the head.
And Fisk and
Oh, fuck.
Simone, your contact is not here currently.
Oh no.
They haven't been here all day. As
Right.
Simone, you would have recognized that. Where's this quest board you were talking about?
Oh, it's that one over there. In the other corner.
Ah, yes, this one over here.
In the other
Hey, would
corner.
you look at that, a quest board?
Oh, wow. Ah. Oh, and of course we're in Oldson's now. We can... where's the
How
music?
busy does... it's Oldson, right? He's the proprietor of Oldson's, yes?
Yeah, Oldson... Well, Tom. Tom is the name of the
Ah.
bartender.
Right.
Funnily
How
enough,
busy
there's
does
a
it
Tom
look?
headed to my location at
he's-
this moment.
He's currently, him and, if I can remember names, I think it's
Why do you say that
Julia.
like it's threatening? Like, funny enough, there's a Tom headed to my location right now. Help me.
Let's see here. Joyce, Tom and Joyce, are the couple that runs Oldson's.
They don't sound that old. Or like sons. Well, at least
Do
one of them.
they look like...
They're currently
use a
helping
hamburger
prepare the
helper?
meals. Well, Joyce does have a hamburger helper that's currently interacting with the piano.
Oh, there you go.
But if you bring out your hamburger helper, it can be a two-handed piano.
Some
It
point.
is still a little bit
um,
unfortunate that the saloon from Stardew Valley is a four-handed thing.
Oh, I gotta cast
Well,
it then.
that's
Yeah.
just two hamburger helpers and then just a person.
Yeah.
Four
it's doable.
hands.
So maybe
Lots of-
George is at the piano
Or one
right
of
now.
those Or one of those monks that can just produce extra arms, like astral arms. Just using that to play piano.
Mayhaps.
At
Anyway,
some point, when he gets the chance, Liam wants to pull George aside and talk to him for a minute privately.
all right. I guess Finn and Pank are the ones going over the quest board then. Pank is discussing something with Finn. They pull down one of the slips. They ask Tom, about it,
The old son
and
Tom.
he hands them a larger form. If I recall, that's how it was supposed to happen when y'all get the quest.
We will never do things the way that it's intended. Because we're players, you see. We don't do that.
Oh, Big Red.
It's not, though. It's water with strawberry Fanta drink mix in it.
I meant to ask you yesterday if you had just poured Big Red in a different bottle.
No, it's my
All
water
right,
bottle.
so we've
that I
got
take to school with me.
we've got the information slip here, and for those of you who have access to the lore snippets, I believe it is, the quest is in there. Or no, it's probably in quest because it's the quests channel.
That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense.
I got very confused for a second when I saw gore, and I remembered.
Wait, what?
Binary gore.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's
Well,
hard to
So you
read
know,
about the
are all looking over
City
this
Citrine part
slip.
when there's just a massive comeback for Gregor.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, well, that's one quest done. What were the other ones we had said? We haven't stolen a wooden fish, we haven't bought any spoons, and we haven't killed God, and we have not become God. So,
Well, about
still
the stealing the
behind.
wooden fish one.
oh, was that achieved?
I mean, I've animated fish to do the ha at times, but we have not stolen a fish yet.
Well, we'll get
Keyword
there. Don't
yet.
worry.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me double
It
check.
reminds me of the time that Gar just straight up asked Liam, like, "Hey, you're a rogue, right? Can you
Hey,
steal this for me?"
You're good at theft, right? I don't want to pay for that.
She's like, no, I'm not okay with that."
Well, that's unfortunate because I am okay with that, and you're going to do it now. This is no longer a quest.
Anyway, back to the current times.
The
Back in modern day,
slip here. I'm in the wrong campaign. Quest.
well,
There we
that's
go.
not good. Don't do that.
All right. One of the local engineers, Roger the Hunden, and the train he was conducting is missing and unaccounted for from the landslide. Our understanding is that the train had left the station, had left station 14 10 minutes before the earthquake, heading west towards station 13. Should you find Roger on the train, please inform the Citrine Guard. Should your information ring true, you'll be rewarded 3 gold pieces and 8 silver pieces. Okay.
Oh, hey, we might get money from this.
Oh, right. Exploring the tunnels. I believe there was a. Wait, did y'all already get paid for that?
I got paid for nothing.
I don't remember, but that might just be the one thing that Liam didn't lie about. Oh wait, no, he did talk about the bomb. He just kind of twisted the truth because he knows that half truths are easier than straight up lies. Unfortunately, he has a lot of experience with stuff like that.
The investigation of the tunnels was 4 gold and 5 silver to each of you.
Me?
Well, you helped out, didn't you?
Yeah.
Finn did pay us when he first met us for digging the hole.
For digging the hole, yes. This would be for 2.
Pank and I.
Yeah.
4 gold, 5 silver, yes.
4 gold, 5 silver. George, you don't get the 4 gold, 5 silver because you weren't investigating the tunnels. You were kidnapped.
Oh, I
What do you
investigated
mean?
them
He
with my
learned
eyes
all about
closed.
them.
Yeah.
He was the first one to start investigating. Unwillingly, but he was still investigating.
I will add
I got
Pink's
to it real
money.
He was just forcefully adopted. There's nothing wrong with that. At least somebody
Hank
wanted
got
him.
money.
Damn.
All right.
Elmaris could not say the same.
Well, I'm gonna leave it to the players to deduce what happened here.
That's not our job. We give the information to the police and they figure it out. Which we did.
I thought me and Liam were on the other side of the tavern.
At some point, he's gonna, when he has a good time to, he's gonna pulls you aside and ask you a
Well, it's not
question.
a super large tavern. If I recall, it's only 20 feet across.
Just far
Very
enough away
homely.
that they could have a whispered conversation without people listening in,
Mhm. All right.
or
so
even like stepping
George
outside
and
if they
Liam,
have
you are
to.
in your corner, as usual.
George, did
Hello.
you happen to run into any a pair of bounty hunters down those tunnels?
I wouldn't say I ran into them. I would say that they ran into me with their daggers.
Sorry, that threw me off. Okay.
I was down there for a reason, and it was that. Wait, did you run into them? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. They have no idea who I am, which I'm happy about.
Was it? It was. One was a shorter woman. The other.
You
I
cut out.
shot off at the other. No, the end of my sentence was the other.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't catch anything you said though, because you were cutting me out.
Oh.
Yeah, so just say that again.
Was one of them a shorter woman, the other a man?
Yeah. My concern
And
being
they
that I'm not sure it's good to stay here for much longer. Because I don't know how widespread there's a bounty is on you, because they were still looking for you. I think
well,
maybe
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if it's safe to stay here.
they got paid for their bounty, and my father. It's not safe. I ran away from my father again.
Hmm.
It's very ironic. He was like, "I won't. I needed to capture you so you wouldn't run away," and I ran away because he captured me. So how the turntables? Uh, but I agree. I don't think that bounty business is going away anytime soon. That's why I did this to myself.
Yeah. It just it felt like they were implying that they're part of the local criminal organization that happens to be all around and under Citrine.
Right. Yeah, it's been nice being in the city, but also there's no reason for us to. I mean, we could just head on anyways. I'm concerned for Jasper and for some of the people there. I guess my father isn't technically there, so I don't have to clarify that, but whatever. Um but my father's in Citrine, so I think that's good enough reason to leave.
Out of character, just because, uh, just in case you don't remember, there's a lot of weirdness surrounding the sending spell. And I don't know if you'd think to ask about that as George.
Right, right. That's a I forgot, but George wouldn't. So, about that call I sent you earlier, you sounded very off. Like it sounded like you.
What did I
Uh-oh.
say?
What did you say? You said, "Oh, hello, George. I presume I am okay," or something along those lines, which made it sound like it wasn't you. It sounded like you, though.
The only thing I said was that I was okay. Um,
Well, at least you got my message, but also, who did I hear?
Probably my brother. I don't know. The sending was very confusing, and all I picked up on was "Are you okay?" and something about the eager wishes right at the end, which wasn't you. Everything else was just
Um, my sending was intercept. That doesn't. What it? That's not good.
it felt like two people were talking to me at once, which is probably what happened.
How in the world could that happen? I don't. It's never happened before.
I don't know, but I didn't catch anything that I guess my brother would have said other than something about the eager wishes, which is also concerning. Um,
Considering, I don't like that. He mentioned the ego wishes. Like, I said my name is George, not Erjor. I don't like the idea that the connection could have been made between me and my family.
well, that might not have been the case, because I mean, the last time, other than the True Sight dungeon, the last time we'd seen each other had been the night that I left Jasper,
Right.
which had a lot to do with the ego wishes.
Right. So you got it was like a three-way sending then between you, me, and your brother.
I don't know. I mean, I know I heard both of you, and apparently you heard me and um Kai, but how much he heard I wouldn't know.
So, Liam, what I will say is that the second voice you heard was not Kai. You
Oh,
don't recognize
which
it
is
as
even
Kai.
more interesting. Interesting. Did I recognize the other voice?
Roll me a. Let's say history. I can't think of any other more fitting. Roll me an insight, actually. I think that might
Okay.
be.
You sure I can't do history?
Sure. Go ahead.
It's a +1 as opposed to a +0, which doesn't help much. It's gonna be 7.
7. It's a voice you've heard before, although you don't remember where.
This is even more confusing. I don't know what to make of this.
I don't either.
I don't want to get any of you guys tied up with my family. It's just not a good idea.
No, I think keeping our families out of our friends' shoes is the best idea. I mean, you want to hear something crazy? My father is trying to bring back my dead mother. That's why he wants me back. Like, are you joking? She's dead. That's how.
Yeah.
Death seems kind of permanent, doesn't it? He's a lunatic. At least she's been dead too long, I feel like, to meaningfully bring her back.
See, I don't know if my parents think that I was kidnapped or if that I left. I don't know how much they know about that. Um, so the worry here is that they think I was kidnapped, assume that it was you guys, especially if they know who you are. They don't show mercy.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I saw. I remember from the True Side dungeon.
Ty isn't as bad as my parents, but he also.
Oh, I wasn't referring to that part. Wait, did I see? No, hold on.
You didn't see what.
I didn't see it. Never mind.
You didn't. You were on the other half of the dungeon.
I was on
'cause
the other
you did.
half. Right.
You said at one point, like, if George had seen that, then it would have been a lot different of a reaction.
Right.
How dare! I'm playing with with the dog. Leave me alone.
You're sharing
being
the
adorable.
dog.
He's being adorable. I'm trying not to distract from the conversation, so I'm playing with dog. And then you distract from the conversation. It's not my fault this time.
I'm just showing dog to audience.
Well, what is your do you have any ideas as to what we should do?
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know at this point how I feel about my parents. Obviously, they're bad people who do terrible things, but they were decent parents.
Right. It's
Just can't decide if I love or hate them at this point.
it's a tricky situation. Well, I mean, you're pretty relatively well disguised anyways.
I wear a mask
Um,
and I grew my hair out.
The mask part helps a lot, okay? That's what I'm saying. I need to disguise myself further. I tried asking around for a mask shop, but to no avail.
I've got an extra
maybe,
one
maybe Tom
in my
would.
room.
I have to be able to play my flute.
George, give me a history check.
I think I have proficiency with that. That is a 12.
A what?
12?
You do recall being in a shop that had masks at some point in Citrine.
What kind of masks? If it can...
The kind of masks you're looking for.
Okay.
I'd just like to say, glasses can totally change how a person looks. With the hair, a different set of clothes, and a pair of glasses, you wouldn't have to wear a very
The big
obvious
nose.
looking mask. Like,
Very obviously shady looking mask considering
yeah, it's like I could put on a
bounty
balaclava
hunters
and no one would
trusted
recognize
me
me.
enough.
I could put on like a ski mask and no one would recognize me, or I can put on a pair of glasses and I look normal.
Well, here's
All
the
I'm
thing. I'm not asking for a thieves mask or whatever, or trying to find one of those. I'm looking for like a theatrical mask.
That you wear everywhere.
I'm a bard. It's
And
part
you
of my
have come
character.
across somewhere with one. With a 12, you don't remember quite where.
Right. Here. Tom.
Oh, here's your meals. How can I help you?
Do you know of a place within Citrine where one could buy like theatrical masks?
Theatrical mask. Have you tried Quake's Hattery? It's right next to the Choke Confectionery.
Quake's Hattery.
Oh yeah, that place.
I think I'll look there first. Yes, thank you.
All right, enjoy your meal. As
Thank
he
you.
goes back to the bar area and brings more food out over to Fisk and the rest of y'all. George
As
and
I recall, Fisk
Liam,
is sitting out of
do
slap
you still have
distance.
more to discuss?
Do we have more to discuss?
I think there's more that Liam wants to say, but doesn't feel like now's the time.
All right, we'll move over to
Oh,
Fisk
also-
and everyone else. Oh, go ahead.
No, never mind. With Ryan's camera
I'm
off,
just saying.
I was Fisk.
I'm just
Mhm.
saying. A change of clothes and like a hat and some glasses totally changes what a person looks like. As evidenced
Fisk,
by
did you
what I
use
have
your
just-
hat to change your hat and glasses?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm pointing out to the player.
I mean, I have a hat.
Like, get like a fedora that you can like lean real low, kind of like jazz musician style. I don't know. I think it could work for a bard, but that's just my 2 cents as a player. It's also a lot less obvious, but it's huge. Your choice.
Question:
Hat to be striking.
how uncomfortable is Fisk as she's being stared down by Simone?
Trying not to think about it as much as possible. Trying
like she's not
to
making
focus
eye
on the
contact.
case. Trying to not get my head slapped. Just trying to get this case done. You know, gotta solve the case of the burning children. Man, this chicken sure is good.
So,
Oh, no,
as he did
send
before we
another little-
switched over to Liam and George's conversation, he reads out the listing for the quest.
I
Would you
want to
like me to
send
read it
another
again?
little message real quick to Fisk. Just, we'll talk about this later. I will find out what happened.
So at this table are Fisk, Finn, Rolf, and Gregor. And then
I'm still here.
Kazuo went over just to the bar and is sipping on something.
Ah, getting drunk on the job. Good on that guy.
Session going well?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's a Tom I can hear.
It's Tom.
All right, so Fisk,
Also,
you're at the table.
sorry. We've made a Hamilton reference earlier, I believe, so. I'm just trying to help out with the case as much as possible at this point, giving whatever details I can and recollect, and what seems pertinent and important.
All right. Well, all the information is in front of you.
It's not my job to solve this thing.
You're on the job. You're the detective.
Yeah, but it's they're getting paid for. Am I getting paid?
You're getting paid, yeah?
How much?
The 4 gold, 5 silver.
Hold on. Give me 1 moment.
Oh, all right. So George, Pink comes over and sits with you and Liam.
Hello, friend.
Oh, hey. What are y'all talking about?
What are we talking about? Sorry, I'm a bit spaced out right now. We are discussing potential future plans. Now that we've finished up with Eimer and all that.
I'm back.
Well, I've always just traveled around exploring, so wherever you go, I'll go.
Ah, perfect. Yes, that would be great.
Just here to see some cool things, you know?
Well, hopefully there's plenty of that in front of us.
And at this point, he's just kind of looking at your chicken in front of you.
I've
He
eaten
pulls out his
chicken
own plate of
before.
chicken, starts eating too. If I recall, Pink has eaten chicken before.
He's not a chicken. He is a bird.
Yeah, it's a different
I
species
think
altogether.
he has because we've had this conversation before.
He's an
Alright, we're gonna
Aarakocra.
have
They're
unmuted
totally
you.
different than chickens.
Ah, cheers to this good food, sir.
He like clinks, what is it, drumsticks? He just eats a bone whole.
Is Simone just sitting by herself on the other end of the tavern?
I don't know.
Yeah, Simone's just sitting at the next table over. From everyone else. Currently alone. What does Simone have a meal, or is she just kind of like reading a book or something?
I think she probably would have already eaten. She's probably just reading a book.
Alright.
Can I
All
be
right,
given
folks,
the details of the case again?
Yeah, let's try and gather around now that we've got our food and maybe figure something out.
I think I have a vague hunch, but I want to make sure I have all the details correct.
Oh wait, I have it
The
on my
dog
phone.
also has his own theories, apparently.
So, reading through it again. So you all went into the tunnels looking for a route to find this incinerator. You say you found his chambers, and things blew up. He turned into a
Because
fire
he did-
elemental.
He did cocaine and blew up a crystal device. Yep.
What
Now,
in the world
Fisk,
happened down there?
You would know what this white powder was.
I know.
Okay.
I assume it's like the Elvish for cocaine. Or I assume cocaine is like the Elvish equivalent of the word.
Interesting. So we are referring to it by name, just in a different
Yes.
sort of tongue. Okay.
I was
I just
wondering
really
why
want
my
to keep
feet
calling it
wasn't where
cocaine
it's
'cause
supposed to be.
funnier.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
realized
hey,
this
some
isn't
people
looking at
might call
Liam.
cocaine divine dust anyway, so fair enough.
So yeah, I am calling it by name. I'm just using a different
Mhm.
language.
Okay. And
Question.
Fisk. Actually, yeah, go ahead, Liam. Or Simone.
Simone,
One of the two.
question. Can she hear this conversation, or are they too far away from
Yeah, it's a small tavern. You can listen in just fine.
glare intensifies?
And he turned into an
Cocaine
elemental.
or
That's the entire explanation of what happened, considering like
right, yeah.
explosions and somebody
explosions
apparently
explode.
snorting cocaine.
I've not known any cases of people turning into elemental beasts. Granted, my experience with elemental beasts is quite limited, being a guard within the city walls. We don't exactly see them this deep into the Silver District. But you
It was
said
a
you were a
wolf
hunter,
element.
right?
It was a wolf elemental, right, Mr. DM?
It was a wolf-looking fire elemental beast, yes.
Yes, I've dealt with the elementals in the past.
Would
My
a
hat is
ranger
falling off.
with a favored would a ranger with elementals as their favorite enemy know of stories like that?
Give me a history check with
Would I
advantage.
have heard of things like this?
We'll see what Simone knows.
Okay.
Because what Simone knows is what you're gonna know here in a second. That's 18.
Oh, it's very good.
Any talk of humanoids being able to turn into elemental beasts is greatly is very rare. any sort of rumors even of it is mostly just written off as rumors, as it's not a common occurrence. Any rumor that you can think of typically involves with the person dying very shortly after, due to
He
not
did
being
die.
able to handle any of
He
the
did die pretty
transformation.
quick.
So yeah, Simone will basically say that to Fisk telepathically because reasons. But yeah.
I relay this information to the people.
This will happen a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess.
It
Huh.
did seem more like it was a last resort. Much like the device itself, I believe. Where'd the shady one go? The shady one
next
activated
table
the
over.
device, and it's
So you're just saying it
that one.
next table over.
That one tried to disarm it, but it ended up seemingly activating it. It's likely the device was meant as a kamikaze type explosion as a last resort for being found and getting rid of evidence quickly.
Well, the Friends are known for disposing of any and all evidence. And you all looked pretty rough for well, anything.
Hey,
don't
I
know what
did
you're
my
talking
best,
about.
okay?
I was fine.
Well,
Claire
before you
intensifies
showed
just
up,
a little
George,
bit more.
of course.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was fine. I mean, my clothes were a bit beat
Yeah,
up, but
I definitely went unconscious immediately.
just immediately.
Huh. Well, that definitely sounds like getting rid of witnesses.
Mhm.
I mean, this does align with the movings of the Friends. I guess it makes sense to surmise that that this person maybe was one of them.
Quite possible, yes. Did I see any indications that he might have been part of the Friends? Having had some dealings with them in the past?
The Friends don't have any sort of unifying symbol. It's more just this
Okay.
group, the members are called the Friends by
Okay.
those
I
who
figured I would
are
check.
living and know of them.
Okay.
Yeah, Liam did tell Finn about the possibility of the bounty hunters being a group.
It
Right.
didn't seem like it from what. Wait, I can't say that. I wasn't conscious. It didn't seem like it as the player. It didn't seem like it from what they said, because they wouldn't warn you if they were
Well,
friends.
they were suspicious about Liam being.
I'm suspicious of
Right.
Liam.
Liam is a
funny-
suspicious person.
It's funny that nobody's even thought called him just outright called him suspicious.
I've been
in,
eyeing you
like,
the entire
forever.
time. I'm not going to outwardly say, "Hey, you look suspicious," because then you know I'm.
You did just call him shady.
Yeah, because you look shady.
I know he fully accepts that fact. Like he doesn't care. He knows there's a reason for it. So it's not like he has any right to be upset about it.
Also, when we went down into the tunnels, we did encounter two larger individuals. I think it was a Goliath and an ogre.
Oh, totally forgot about them.
It was a Goliath and
They
an
were-
orc. Of course,
They
I
were not what
would
I was
know
looking.
that.
They were not what I cared about at the time.
They went down with a little bit
Quickly.
of trouble.
Hey, do you think they're still? We tied them up, didn't we? Well, I didn't. You guys did. Huh.
Could we just leave them there?
Gregor and Pank would have passed them to get back. Likely. Because it was on the way that.
Right. This is Pank. When I went back through the tunnels, I didn't see them. They must have crawled away.
DM covering priest. Mistakes.
Yes,
Specifically,
Liam's thoughts
Something I
are
know
not
all
good
too
enough.
well.
someone got a 14 on their rope tying check, and the thug rolled a 15.
Ah,
Oh wait, no, that's the bruising cruising. That's the next one. But I remember it was very close. Here we go.
I think one of them got like a nat 20 on the ropes, didn't they?
Yeah,
that
so
was
one of them was a nat
But not
20.
both.
One of them was an 11.
Oh, okay. So one of them untied themselves and then the other. Okay.
Yeah, most likely.
Well, that's unfortunate. They might have known something. If only we had stopped to question them.
wasn't Simone or
Too bad.
wasn't Fist the one charging ahead and not
Fisk
leaving
was charging
time
ahead,
to?
yes. She left you behind to tie up the individuals.
Gosh.
Gee, I wonder why we didn't question them.
You could have stayed behind. I was my own.
Split the
And
party.
you probably
Split
would be
the party.
dead.
I would have been fine. I can face the walls.
This is the
As a
person
backup
who
retreat
literally
plan.
was unconscious. It had to be
Yes.
carried away from the fight.
That's because fire. I didn't put myself. Oh, that's right. I left myself on fire for a while. That would be part of it.
Fisk is just saying this out loud at this point.
No, Fisk is not. This is the
Simone?
player remembering what happened.
You know, Simone does have detect thoughts.
But are you using
She
it
wouldn't
right
do
now?
something so intrusive unless the person was very unlikable and probably a criminal.
Ah, so
No, so
Liam.
she doesn't know him well enough, and she's not going to assume that he's a criminal just because he looks shady. She's not that judgmental.
Look, I'm not saying
Finn at
he's
this
a
point
criminal. I'm
pulls
just
out a
saying he looks
stack of
shifty and
paperwork
shady.
from
And I don't know much
his
about him.
bag. Finn pulls out a stack of paperwork from his bag and begins writing down more details.
What else happened? Oh, there was that encounter at the theater. There was a liquid on the floor that burned my boots good. Then there was a cage, two actually, with some hair and fingernails. Then we left, and it caught on fire. I believe a trap was triggered at some point to cause that fire. Lightly changes a few details to make it seem not as bad. Happened after
Does Simone pick up on that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I guess that would be lying. Can I roll deception a little?
With your -1?
Sure.
Gosh. Oh, good.
Would I be rolling? Would I be
Insight, yeah.
rolling
Don't
insight?
don't even. It's 7.
I almost got a net 20 on that. It was between 14 and 20, and then it fell into the 14.
Oh,
But it's still
also
going to be
some
a
dried
dirty
blood
20.
There's also some dried blood in the cage, I believe. In the cages.
Hmm.
Then
I mean,
we
certainly
kept going
aligns with what we
forward.
know with child kidnapping.
Then we kept going forward. What happened after that? We just found an intersection, thought we lost him, turned back around, and
Right. I had smelled
You
something charred, and we went back to investigate that.
yes. And you all showed me a way to a secret passage where we went into another room, a kind of smaller room where there was that conductor's uniform.
Right, and that's why we got this.
Yes, and then after that, one of us looked through the door in a sneaky manner, saw that there was a guy at a desk with children in cages, decided it was probably the guy we were looking for, and attacked. He then snorted his cocaine, ate a crystal, and triggered the device. I think that's what happened. Yes.
I see. Did you say that Fisk would know what the powder actually was?
Yes.
I'm
Fisk
saying
has-
what it is.
Simone, you have a storage cube on you that is full of like 2 pounds of that.
Oh,
Simone's a dealer, is what I'm hearing.
it's not cocaine.
You're the supplier. I see.
It's not cocaine. That is an excellent quote for me to be shouting with my
That'll
family
be going
in
in
the
one
house.
of the many quotes channels later.
Do you remember any details about the individual? What they looked like?
The individual themselves, or what they turned into? Because they turned into kind of a man wolf hybrid creature when they became an elemental. As for the details
Right.
of the person, it was never really described by the DM, so I'm not positive on those.
I believe he was hooded or something, so we couldn't actually see
Mr.
him.
DM, could I try and like roll a history or something to
ahead.
remember things? Okay, cool. Oh well, those aren't great. What is my? What did I say? I was rolling history. That's right. I'm good at this. Ah, yes. 16.
16. They were hooded and cloaked.
Right.
The hand that came out and stuffed the divine dust into their mouth, and the hand that grabbed the crystals out of the bag, the elemental crystals. Those were Harry and Claude. And additionally, they had a snout that came forward.
I relay these details because this sounds important.
Well, that
At which
does-
point, is it safe to? Would it be safe to assume that Simone knows Fisk well enough to know what they mean by cocaine?
likely.
'Cause I feel like it would be a running joke
Yes.
that Simone does not
They do both speak Elvish.
voluntarily.
Yeah. It's just divine dust and elvish, didn't you know?
So, and I think at that point she'd just telepathically be like, maybe you should give some more details about the cocaine, which she wouldn't do with finger quotes because she doesn't talk with her hands.
No, she's
but
not like most deaf
just
people or mute people.
But she'd probably she's gonna tell Fisk to maybe go into more detail about the dust, considering not everybody knows what it is.
I suppose. To clarify, I guess I should clarify. The cocaine I'm referencing is most likely divine dust.
Okay.
So he shoved a bunch of that in his mouth with some elemental crystals. His hand was furry. He had a snout. I think it was a he, although they were hooded, so I couldn't quite tell. And then they turned into the elemental beast. The device was triggered. They ran through a fake door. And then we killed them. And then the device went off. There was someone. No, we were only fighting the one guy. That's right. I really could have sworn there was another one. I think that's just about everything. Unless I'm forgetting anything. Other players?
George, you're sitting there too.
Wasn't there.
Oh my god, that's right. Sorry. Other player?
Liam,
So-
And Mr.
I'm playing
DM,
2 of the other
Make a-
party characters.
Please say any details I'm forgetting.
Well,
Liam might.
the other 2
you might
people
not like
were
it, but
the orc and the Goliath.
Yes.
But we already covered that.
Yep. They seemingly escaped.
Liam's gonna speak up, which is weird because he doesn't speak much.
Well,
Anyway,
neither does
he's
Simone.
gonna. Who never speaks at all.
Exactly.
Anyway, Simone's gonna Simone.
You start
Liam.
speaking as
The
Fisk.
shady
Okay,
one.
what does Fisk
The
say?
shady one is gonna
Yes, the shady one.
pipe in and say, well, while he would have picked up on her name by now. While Fisk was unconscious,
I did not state my name once.
there
Intentionally.
have been enough people talking around you that I think Liam would have picked up on it at some point.
I have never stated it once, because I'm currently going by Ramona. Fuck you. You're not the only one that can make a fake name.
Last
What?
session, you
You
introduced
introduced
yourself
yourself.
as Fisk.
Fuck, never mind then. Ignore what I just said. I really thought I just booked it out of there and didn't do introductions.
There was a brief
There
introduction.
wasn't a fight when me and Amaris were down there with you.
Oh yeah, no, I guess never mind. I take back what I said. I rescind my FU and do an Uno reverse card to fuck myself.
Yo.
Fuck my plans, I guess.
I mean, if you're into that.
Anyway, Liam's
Yeah, that joke was
gonna
funny.
moving on. Liam's gonna say like, oh, while Fisk was unconscious, I did have a conversation with a pair of bounty hunters who
Hmm.
I guess trusted me enough as a shady person to tell me about the vast underground smuggling ring that apparently exists under Citrine. At least that's
Right,
what
the
The
friends.
Frenets.
yeah.
Well, the friends are
I mean,
usually
they led
not.
me to an exit, but
Well, they don't. From what I know about the friends, very roughly, they don't leave witnesses, so I have no reason to suspect that those two were friends.
I
Of
think
the
they were trying
legal
to.
variety.
I think they were trying to ask me if I was. Considering I honestly just didn't know, which was probably the only truthful thing I said in that whole conversation. Then yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Well, the description you gave fits that of a Honden. We know that they were likely using a conductor's uniform, which we're missing a conductor who's a Honden. They're likely one of the friends because they were in this underground child abductions.
They killed the children before the device, yes?
Are you asking the DM?
Yes.
You said it in
So
Fisk's voice, so it's
Yeah, I
unclear.
know.
Yeah.
It was just my voice was still stuck in Fisk. Because I think he did like a
One of them-
fireball. No, incinerator or something to knock out Penk, and it killed all the children. Yes.
I think
since
so.
you're having memory
Yep.
problems, we'll make it a history check.
Damn it! This is what
That
I get
ones
for
will
going
haunt
up
you.
and down by being on fire. I do not state that out loud. I do not state that out loud. All right, dirty 20. Wait, no, more than that.
Okay.
23.
You remember that when you first were entering the secret tunnel, through the mountain. Anyway, actually, it's under the mountain, so hey.
In the mountain.
You did hear a child crying, the individual yell, and throw something paper, and that seems to have been the book that lodged its way into the child's head. Something to the lines of "shut up."
Right. I think Penk was the one that heard that, but because I was booking it too fast from what I remember.
I think it was just as you were entering the tunnel.
Maybe.
So I think all of you heard it, maybe.
I don't know.
If not, Pink relays that information.
Yeah.
But when you had entered that main chamber where the cells were, and this individual had transformed, the transformation sent out a wave of fire that consumed everything.
That's what it was.
Looks like your memory's coming back just fine.
Yes. It would seem that way. And I think those are kind of all the details we had.
Well, we can maybe cleanly wrap this up by saying the missing conductor was this individual. We'll have to look into. We'll have to look into his past.
Simone
Hmm.
wants to make a comment to Fisk to make
Oh, no.
to it's information type
Oh,
comment,
okay,
not
thank goodness.
you're
Not a
screwed
scolding.
when I get my hands on you. She's gonna
I
point
hope
out
so.
to you that
No, that's sorry.
she's
I'm so sorry.
don't say stuff like that.
You set it up too good not to.
Anyway,
Sorry,
she's gonna
continue.
point out to Fisk that it's possible that whoever this is killed the conductor and took his uniform.
I think that's what they're currently saying.
No, I think he was saying that.
It'd be
Did he
more
not
clean.
say?
We'd be able to wrap this up cleanly if we said that the conductor was the incinerator, and we'll have to look into his past.
Well, are we trying to wrap this up cleanly or accurately?
Well, that'd be what the investigation of this individual would be. Just anyone that knew him, any sort of leads.
I'm just curious if potentially it wasn't that he was murdered, the missing individual, and then the uniform was stolen by the incinerator.
Well, at the very least, we have a racial match. So there is a tie there. And access through to these tunnels was through Station 14.
That's something for you all to look into, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I suppose now I have paperwork to enjoy.
Do you need any help with that?
As
Thank you
you
very much.
ask
It's
if
contagious.
Finn needs help with the paperwork, another individual walks in to the tavern holding a donut. This is a halfling.
I like him already.
Older halfling, probably. He's pretty old, maybe 160 to 180 years old. Height's maybe 4 foot on a good day. This
with
person
3-inch boots.
and a hat. He's
Yeah,
wearing
of course, and the top hat.
effectively what is a Newsies hat. Walks in holding a donut. This appears to be your contact.
That's what took him so long. He was getting donuts.
Did he get enough
and
to share with the class?
Simone, you also
That's the real question.
notice this person walking in. He just walks in, very confused look.
The piano's playing itself.
Oldson, not Oldson, Tom goes to say, "Oh, hey, Tjaden." And then he walks back, eating his donut to his usual table.
Can I get that name again?
Tjaden.
Can you spell that name?
Tjaden.
Repeat?
Can I roll a history check on that? name?
Tjaden. Go ahead. Not on the name, but on the individual at least. It wouldn't be your history
On the
check.
individual, yeah. I believe that's a 9.
9? You've probably seen him
Yes,
somewhere
9.
before.
Name certainly sounds familiar.
Well, you didn't hear the name. Oh, wait, no, you did, because Tom said it.
It's Tom.
That's right. Because it was recent when you saw this individual, you have advantage with that. Why not?
Okay.
And you don't have memory problems from going unconscious back and forth.
Well, it's still 9 because I rolled a nat
3, I'm
one.
pretty sure. Look.
All right.
well, maybe you do have memory problems.
You probably saw this individual when you first entered Citrine at some point. Probably within your first day.
Let's see.
He just continues eating his donut. Pulls out a notebook and while he's eating just kind of writes in there as well. Flips through some pages, writes some more. And we will call the session there.
Yeah.
As we wrap up the second
We
arc
didn't split the
of
party.
the party's
I
actually
tried.
together for once. Whoa.
I tried.